Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to the Broken Pact, the Guildmaster's Guide. One of many, sorry, I'm so used to the old intro. One of many Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica shows here on twitch.tv/DND and twitch.tv/SavingThrowShow. I am your Guildmaster, Ruben Bressler, and these fine citizens here are my players. Feel free to introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Jordan Pridgeon, and I am playing Astorok, who is a Minotaur fighter of the Boros Guild. And he just, you know, is trying to deal with all the new responsibility of, like, being a Wojek and people knowing about him and stuff like that.
And having a dad.
Yeah, having a dad!
Spoilers, yeah.
Right. Cool.
The new responsibility of having a father.
Right.
Right. He was much better at just shaking people on the street.
You know, anyone can have a dad. It takes a lot of guts to be a son.
Yeah,
right, there you go.
I'm willing to take that on. For the pride of the Boros.
I am Riley Silverman. I am playing Velma Sweet, the half-elf bard, who is a member of the Domri Guild, infiltrating the Orzhov Guild. And I don't have a father that I know of.
Well, you have
It
have
seems to be
one.
like a theme in this group.
All right, Harold.
It's kind of a theme in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Something you can bring back every now and again.
Harold the studio pup is invading my minis box.
What's the
I'm committed to this
play?
bit of staring wistfully at the camera until you introduce yourself.
I'm gonna keep milking that for a while. Oh, what do you got on your phone? That's cool. Hi everybody, I'm Garav, and I'm playing Lucian Ladrian, arrester of the Azorius Senate. And he does have a dad. And he knows
Yeah,
it.
well, good.
Wow.
Oh, good for you.
Maybe,
You must be
maybe
very
we'll
proud of
meet him
yourself.
soon.
No,
Okay.
let's not meet my dad.
Oh god.
Let's not.
I'm fine with that.
No one's gonna like my dad.
This is why
I don't
you
like
don't.
my dad.
This is why you. Yeah. This is why you don't. This is why every D&D character has a tragic backstory because they don't want to deal with all this family.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashlyn Rose, and I am playing a Lexodon cleric from the Silesian Conclave named Tutru. And yeah, she also doesn't have a dad, but she did have a mentor for a little bit, and someone she grew up with and looked up to a lot, but then Ruben killed him in the first session, so... Yeah, she's just trying to figure that out right now.
Tuturu needed to die for the story, unfortunately.
Tuturu?
Sorry, not Tuturu, sorry.
Spoilers.
Mookie needed to die for the story.
Tuturu's been replaced!
Tuturu is a doppelganger of the Dimir.
Accused!
Surprise!
So did Tuturu have to say Toodaloo?
Oh my gosh, probably
Hi, can you
You'll fit in well here.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Hi guys, my name is Jimmy, and today I will be playing your daddy, Mr. Rock, Professor Rock to some,
Professor Rock.
Dr. Rock to those that know him by his stage persona.
That's right.
I am a Minotaur. I'm part of the Gruul Clan, and you guys messed up my very friendly Hydra, and we ran away because you guys had to steal some eggs, and now we find ourselves in, I don't know, a better situation.
That's right.
Think about it this way.
tattoos.
When we started, you had only 5 Hydra heads as friends.
Now you have 7.
6 Hydra heads.
Right.
Or, yeah.
Seven.
Yeah.
To be fair, my character tried to buy an egg off of you, and you seemed really into the deal, and this guy came along and was like, I'm your son, and he punched you in
They
the face.
punch you in the face, yeah.
Several
There's
times.
we'll get into it.
We got into it last week.
Please use the hashtag #TheBrokenPact RPG when talking about the show on social media. I had a hiccup right in the middle of that announcement. Can you
Gross.
grab me a water?
Totally.
That's
Yes.
all right. Thank you. I want to thank Saving Throw Show, of course, our beautiful studio, and our benevolent overlord Dom Zook for taking care of us here.
Yay.
Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering, and Dungeons and Dragons. We are so pleased and privileged to bring you this story every week and to be the first of now many Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica shows on the channel. I also would like to give a present to you that we've been saving for a while.
What? Oh,
We were given
yeah.
a gift from Elderwood Academy recently. They sent us 5 Guilds of Ravnica deck boxes.
No way.
Now, Elderwood Academy makes a Centurion deck box line, and they had a little bit of a pilot program of one of each of the guilds. Riley does not play Magic, so she kindly abdicated her deck box, which has the Boros insignia
Wow.
on it.
Yeah.
Really nice.
The Guilds
You
of
can make those
Ravnica
top-tier
Centurion
Boros commanders.
deck box has a slide-out life total dry erase thing. A little dice tray in the back there. And it has very strong magnets. And I'm very pleased to be able to present this to
Thank you.
I need
so
Elderwood to send me
much.
this cool dice
Primo.
box.
Absolutely. Elderwood, anytime you
Yeah.
want to send us, anytime anyone wants to send us anything.
Doctor Who spell book. And that's what you need to send me.
I've already got it.
There you go.
Elder
Anytime
Witness.
anyone wants to send us anything.
Isn't that great?
Wild.
Yeah.
You
So-
just dry
and
erase marker on
You
it?
can dry erase marker on that,
That's so
and
cool.
and you can display your commander through the back of the box
You
also.
are correct.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Oh, wow.
So there you go.
Amazing. Is that
Let's
yours?
see what else we got. I think that's where we can start from that point. So, everyone, kick back, relax, and enjoy Ravnica, the Broken Pact.
My phone.
Episode 14, Flesh and Blood. The band of impromptu heroes known as the Mended Pact are on a Guild Pact-approved mission to the Gruul, a loose collection of nomadic and barbaric hordes that control a vast swath known as the Red Wastes, to investigate potential wrongdoing by their guild leader, a human known as Domri Rade. The Gruul hate all things having to do with civilization, which is problematic in the planet-wide city known as Ravnica. Their envoy through Gruul Turf was a centaur named Daithi, wonderfully played last week by Havana Mahoney. Thank you so much. Go check out, she's the sponsored Magic the Gathering arena streamer this week, so go check out twitch.tv/Vanna to see her there. Who brought the party to one of her friends and contacts within the Gruul, an elemental of stone and root named Maya. In exchange for answering their questions, she sent the party on a quest to retrieve 3 ingredients: charred woodwood bark, a hydra egg yolk, and basically cat poop. And other questions were raised along the way. While retrieving the egg, the party ran into Astorok's previously presumed dead father, also named Astorok, as Minotaur name conventions will dictate, who helped the party to escape with their lives. And then, while defeating the Woodwood, the awakened trees nearby spoke with Tutoru and Daithi, and clued the Loxodon into the fact that she might be more powerful than she knows, and to Maya's true identity. And while gathering the Maca scat, well, that was just kind of gross.
Yeah.
Returning to Maya, ingredients in hand, at the foot of Skarrg, the hollow shell of a former estate known now as the Rage Pits that serves as the de facto guild hall of the Gruul Clans. Daithi received a magically enhanced tattoo using ink crafted from the many ingredients gathered, and now the members of the Mended Pact stand before Maya once more. And Maya, having stepped away from a conversation with a humanoid behind a tree or a bush that you can't quite see just yet, has welcomed you all back. I assume that you have collected all of your items that I requested?
Yeah, we got them.
Yes.
But I got a question too. Did you know
Did I know what?
when you heard my name was Astorok? Did you know you were sending me to meet him?
Rock.
And from behind the tree walks your father, who apparently has come back as well. Reported back to Skarrg to report the change in location of this powerful druid. Not every Gruul lives within a clan. Many are free agents living on their own, hermits out in the wilderness, living with the beasts and so forth. Being one of them, you've come back to Skarrg and just to sort of recalibrate and resituate. None of the guild leaders and none of the clan leaders are currently at Skarrg, and so you've met with Maya, an elemental that you vaguely know, is of the Burning Tree clan. You're of the Zerta clan, originally at least. But you are aware of Maya and her tricks and her eccentricities and a little bit of that. Maybe.
So that thing didn't eat you after all.
The thing?
The Hydra. You know, the one that was trying to kill all of us. And
I think he's offended that you're calling it a thing.
Look,
It was
look.
a friend of his.
We lived in peace until you lot showed up, stealing the very thing that every mother craves.
All right, well, we were only doing it because she told us we had to.
It's a necessary part of the ingredients, so.
There are other ways of obtaining an egg that does not involve having to run for our lives from something that would not harm you otherwise.
I did try to buy one off of you. I just want to point that out.
Now, wait, we asked if there was like an egg store, and you said there definitely wasn't, right?
I do remember.
Oh, great.
did.
Oh,
For
sure.
eggs.
Well, you didn't really have.
She's not the one on it.
You didn't really have many follow-up questions, so. I thought that this would be serendipitous.
Well, we apologize that we broke apart your lifestyle, and maybe I can get you a plot of land to maybe create a store of sorts that you can sell eggs or other sorts of tinctures and do things legally.
I came here to escape civilization.
Oh, well then don't do any of those things, I guess.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm glad you're not dead.
Me too.
And
I think that is about as close to a bonding moment as you're going to get in the Gruul.
well, also, I'm sorry that I started our new relationship, if it ends up being anything, by punching you in the face 3 times. It was a lot of emotion to deal with, okay?
You are strong, my son.
I almost
Yeah,
forgot.
well, I'm not bad.
Thought you were going to be here, so I have some
Oh!
for you.
That's
Wonderful.
awesome!
Now, I
Hold on,
apologize.
son, I didn't feel quite ready yet.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah, Daddy's back.
Oh God.
Oh, man. Well, now it does not appear as if you're going to kill each other. That's good news. Did you... Now that you've gathered these ingredients, Daithi has received her tattoo and has gone on her way. I assume you came here for a reason. You have questions. I probably have some answers.
We're here about Domri,
Yes.
as we said before.
Indeed. You're here about the guild leader.
Yes, he's a person of interest in our investigation, and we'd like to know what you know about him.
Sure. What do you know already? Do you know anything?
We don't know anything at all. We were just told, look into Domri, you know? We don't know anything about these people. They just gave us a list of like 5 names.
This was very cryptic.
Interesting. Well, who are some of the names?
I don't think we can share that at this time.
Fair enough. Well, Domri is the guild leader of the Gruul at this time. I sort of exist outside of the power structure a bit. They don't really bother the rubble hulks and the elementals too much. And that is just fine with me, living on my own, just as Rock does. By the way, you both have the same name, because Minotaurs do that. Do you have a naming convention? Should I call you Junior? Or what should I do?
I mean, if I had been raised junior, maybe it could have worked, but I think I would just not respond when people started saying that.
Fair. You could be a knockoff.
You know what? Maybe we'll just stick with Astorok.
Okay, Astorok.
I'll
And
go
you-
the whole name. You can.
And you'd be the prime Astorok. Astorok original recipe, whereas he is extra crispy.
Call me Urok.
Urok.
He is but an asterisk on my name.
Urok and asterisk.
Ooh,
Perfect.
That's
All right.
good. That's pretty good.
Risky boy.
I see where you get your sense of humor. It's very good.
I'm
Yes,
just
I do as
astounded
well.
that you know anything about punctuation. An asterisk that's a good
Well,
start.
that seems very
What?
rude.
Well, no, I didn't mean. I just, you didn't like my egg store idea. and
Punctuation, you
didn't
know.
Well, it was a bad idea.
Punk, shoot, yes, stab.
Oh,
Right.
that's not what I.
Rewrote's bludgeon.
Oh,
Like his fists. Good fists.
good fist.
Good punch boy.
I wasn't even raised by him, but I do bludgeon things.
That's true. He does bludgeon very well.
I do see some family resemblance. Anyway, you have questions about Domri.
You have a whole horn, though.
Yes.
Domri.
Tail.
Domri has not always been a member of the Gruul. Came as a small child from the streets, was a ruffian, a vagabond, raised by Ravnica himself. Has arisen in power to become what many call the Chaos Bringer, the City Smasher. His ascension is unlikely, and quite frankly, I am not surprised that it is being investigated. To have ever since the beginning of the Gruul, the guild leader has been a powerful entity, powerful being, ever since Caesarzim, the Grand Cyclops, was the parent of the Gruul. Over the years, Rurik Thar, the two-headed ogre giant, Borborygmos, most recent, large Cyclops as well. Big, large beasts of men. Domri is but a human. Very rare and very strange, especially considering Domri defeated Borborygmos not only with tricks, not only with very talented at the magics of the earth, very good with animals, conjuring animals and bringing them to his aid, but in the single combat, Domri had a strength that was incredible, on the scale of Borborygmos.
So how is it that a puny human gets that strong? No offense, Blue.
Honestly, I don't know. Nikia sees it as a sign of the end rays coming, the end times, where the gods of the deep earth will return.
Could it also not just be from the tattoos your people take that make them stronger?
I have many skills. I have certainly seen tattoos give strength, as I gave to Daithi. This was beyond even that. Certainly, I'm not one to poo-poo my own skills, which, by the way, thank you for the poo-poo, for the ink as well. But
Anytime.
anytime? Great. I will have you have to pick up more in the future. But it is it is amazing the things that occurred. Domri had unnatural strength, an unworldly strength. It felt strange. I have a deep connection to the earth and to Ravnica. I have been here a very long time. And I recognized not that this thing was of Ravnica. It was very odd. And after Domri destroyed Borborygmos, at Borborygmos' own game, the skull of Borborygmos, which is still in the Rage Pits as a trophy, was sandblasted or dust. Incredible tornado, dust thing, but of magic and power. This completely cleaned the skeleton, and trophies were made of the various pieces of the great former guild leader. The skull still sits at a large tree in Skarrg as part of the throne of Domri Rade. I believe there was some strange magic that must have taken place, and I have looked, and I believe that what you seek is likely, well, you look at Skarrg, and Maya will point and gesture widely to the humongous complex that used to be a Orzhov Basilica probably thousands of years ago, that now is hollowed out husk of its former self, that has a large bonfire in the center. Domri keeps most of his most prized possessions at the top of the clock tower. That is where you will find proof.
But proof of what?
I don't know. Of proof of
Do you think there's
nature.
some sort of...
I think that what is happening in the Gruul is worrisome. I think that Domri is not the Gruul. I think that Domri represents the Gruul and is very Gruul. But the Gruul will live on without a guild leader.
Hey,
They
look.
switch every 50, 60 years. So,
From my perspective and the Boyle's perspective, anything that happens in the Gruul is somewhat unsettling. The fact that you got one person who's pulling people together so much, that doesn't bode well for civilization.
yeah, I agree. Then again, I don't care that much about civilization. I'm here
Alright.
to protect the world, not the buildings.
Well, all that said, if we gotta get to the top of this clock tower, which Domri, who killed Borbrigmos and everyone, put whatever there, how are we not gonna end up dead?
Most of the guild leaders are away. They are not here, as I told you when you arrived. They are taking part in their celebrations. It is the end of the year. The Gruul celebrate the end of the year as opposed to the beginning. And there are many events towards the end of the year. They celebrate many what they call Rokshavs, which is essentially just any excuse to celebrate.
We're familiar with the rock shove.
Oh, good.
Very.
Yeah, it's a good time most of the time.
Sure.
But it's a Gruul kind of good time. So lots of revelry, mostly destructive. But
A few
that
punches
is
or here or there.
yeah.
Mobbings from time to time.
A little bit of
innocent people.
population control.
It sounds like a great party to me.
To each their own. I enjoy a good party as well.
So they are not here. You will have to make haste, I believe, because they do. They travel in stampedes around, and are sort of marking their territory, trampling over areas, making sure that they display their dominance, especially at this high tension kind of time of year. And so you may. Did you see any of them on your travels?
Not recently.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
That's lucky. Good. Well, hope you don't anymore. That sounds. You should definitely go do that, though. That is, if you are going to find anything, because you mentioned you were sent here by the Guild Pact when you first met me. I assume that your word that I said stuff will not play well at the Guild Pact, right?
Well, at this
You
point,
need
we don't even have
proof.
we don't even know what we're looking for
This is
proof for, unless you think he might have earned this power.
I believe that Domri had an item that helped. I don't know the nature of it.
But is that enough in the Gruul clan itself to be suspect, and do you want to do something about it? We can do something about it, but will the Gruul clan be better for it?
Maybe.
Is he running these clans amok? Is he using them for unseemly means? Is he doing something wrong?
Certainly, the sign of Domri returning feels like more of a sign of the end times. So while I would welcome wilderness reclamation, the rest of you might not so much. But again, it is the nature of a forest to burn down, but it is also the nature of the forest to mostly survive. So I don't have a preference either way. But I am making a trade. I am providing goods and services for your fishing trip.
Fair enough. Then I believe we have a location to proceed to.
Speaking of goods and services, there was talk of a tattoo in exchange for the.
Oh yes.
Goods
Are
that we
you
brought
are you interested in skin art?
Absolutely.
I am very
no,
talented,
can't say
and
I am.
Maya, who still has a bunch of branched appendages, one of them will extend in a long like tree needle and be like, "I'm very talented and very deft. It's good stuff. You want to volunteer?
Have you seen his
Excellent.
Instagram? Great.
Very good. Yeah, I'm smashing all kinds of records. You would like one?
Sure.
Yes.
Why
Excellent.
not? When in Rome. Whatever. When in Gruul
When in
territory.
Ravnik.
When in
Ravnica.
Ravnica.
Do as the Ravnicans do.
Well,
Which is every day.
Which is always, because there's no way to leave
we
Ravnica.
Domri certainly has
It is a full.
How
It
could
is
he?
with you all here. Before we begin the ceremony, do you have any other questions?
Yeah. Is he coming with us?
That is not my decision.
Well, he is probably more versed in these lands than we are, so
True.
Are you coming with us?
I can't go home because of you.
Oh.
Can never go home again.
some parents would say that their children are their home.
I really like that Hydra.
Yeah, well, because of you, my home was just wherever on the street I could sleep for a lot of time.
Oh, burn.
So burn.
That is what the Gruul do.
Look,
Seems more like a
He
rat
did burn
does
you
thing.
back. That is
look.
true.
I'm sorry that we started things by me hitting you in the face a couple times. If we're gonna have to work together, I'm not gonna keep doing that. But
That would be preferable.
don't think we're just gonna get like chummy dad-son stuff easy, okay?
You don't think that.
No.
I didn't think that.
All right, I'm just saying. Let's. Neither of us are assuming that, so we're all on the same page. Great.
Yeah. I will accompany you to ensure you don't die again.
Oh, how well did that work out last time?
Okay.
I mean, you are not dead.
I guess you're right. Okay, oh,
Technically
fine.
correct.
I have mourned your death once. I will not do so again.
Well, that seems mean.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't got the time for it.
It seems less
real
nice, but
busy.
all right.
You are losing this match of wits.
Out there.
All right, I've never been the witty person. I don't know how to do it. They don't just make you good at this stuff when you become a Wojak. I don't know how all the others are so good.
Too busy teaching you about egresses, I guess.
I gotta figure out what those are.
An egress is sort of, you know what, we don't have time. So if there aren't any more questions, I can
Sure.
proceed. Now, the way that this is going to work is that there is a sort of journey that you take when you receive a magical tattoo. You will receive a vision. And I suppose you all are welcome to sit here if you are, want to.
Well, I am very interested in this vision quest. However, we do have a task that we've been assigned to do. Would you prefer that we do this after the task? I don't want to hold up our mission.
I think that once you get to where you're going, I mean, if you sneak in and sneak out, then everything will be hunky-dory. But
That's a good point.
if you don't, then, you know, perhaps also the benefits of the tattoo will come through as it is given.
Fair enough.
Tattoo.
All right.
Tattoo. Did you want one as well? We were talking earlier, yeah?
I got some.
Well, you could. This one is a magical one that will boost you in statistics, as it were.
What?
The Azorius refer to them as numbers in order.
I hate all clans but mine.
It will make you probably stronger, I would assume.
It's pronounced ASI, as an ASI.
Right. It might make you feel wiser, might make you more powerful with your spells, or you could choose to have a stronger stomach, any of those kind of things.
For the rumbling fire that's
Yes.
deep within me.
Yes, the Borborigmos inside. Yeah.
Okay, sure, why not?
Mechanically speaking, you would pick one of your stats,
Okay.
and it would permanently go up by 1.
Wisdom!
You want wisdom?
I think I would do wisdom as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in
I
that
could do
case,
intelligence, but either way.
in that case, no one else is interested. Let us begin. Oh, did you have
Okay.
something, anyone?
Oh,
No, there's,
thank you.
there's a lot
Rock.
of paperwork
Not a
involved,
needle
and I
person.
don't want to.
Junior.
If you've got the ink, I've been worried about my reputation in the Boros. Being a non-Ordun Minotaur, as I said, it already gives you a lot of flack. But going through Gruul territory and fighting that Hydra, it's made me think I'm never gonna make it if I'm doing things the Wojak way. They made Astorok a Wojak, they're gonna get me. And hey, if it makes me stronger, I think I can't say no.
Well, Astorok, is that okay in the Boros Legion? I mean, in the Azorius, you have to get at least 3 forms to fill out, and there's a lot of procedure between ink on skin. And I can't imagine.
You know how it goes. You kind of end up asking forgiveness and things like this.
No, you don't. You get kicked out of the Senate for this.
He's
Well-
not in the Senate.
I know, but I assume that officers of the law as well, they must have some sort of policy.
Sure, but here's the thing. When the Boros hear something that's gonna make you better at keeping the law and fighting criminals and stuff, they don't take it as seriously as the Azorius. Like they're just for you getting it.
Sometimes you just gotta get it.
You just gotta get it.
I don't quite.
You just have to get it.
that. I
Do you
think
get
that
it?
I don't think he
I
gets
He
it.
does not get it.
Well, power
She is
should be,
dumber than rock.
I'm just saying power should be regulated by the ordinance of any guild that has been. You know what? Let's just.
Hey, think about it this way. We're working for the guild pact now, right?
Yeah.
He's covered in tattoos.
Covered in my
I
tattoos.
Got a point.
suppose that's true. Right.
You know, you wouldn't look too bad with a little blue yourself.
It's not for me. Thank you, though. Proceed.
All right.
It's
All right.
Did you want in?
Sure.
How can I help you?
I could always be a little tougher. You know, I've been taking some lumps in here. Gotta be able to hold up.
So you want
So,
a
Constitution.
I appreciate. Yeah.
Yes.
So you want to hire a constitution? Yeah, no, it's not going to work in character. Okay, well
you could
let
increase
us.
his intelligence just by a
I
little.
could.
You could do that.
My intelligence
cast
is 10, which is perfectly average.
It is.
10 out
You're
of
above
10.
average. You're a hero.
10 out of 10.
Our stats are heroic already.
That's right.
My charisma's a little less.
So
Which is funny because you're actually very charming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
endearing, I think, is the
Sure.
is the way
I'll
to
take
go.
it.
Nice.
So
He's a lovable oaf.
Look, you guys are being meaner each time you say it. So it's
Maya will transmute one of their arms back into the mortar and the other one into the pestle, and will scoop up some of the charred bark and grind it into a fine powder. And another appendage will lift up some of the, we'll take the remainder of the Hydra egg yolk and sort of twist it to make sure that the other part does not get into the mixture, and begin mixing it together. Lowers the bowl down onto the ground, and just as you saw with Daithi, magical flames will begin to erupt from the sides. You all see this.
Tutu, this is such a strange and interesting process. Did the Selesnya have anything like this for tattoos or markings?
Not typically. We usually try to embrace our natural selves and find our Selesnya's song within ourselves. We don't really turn to modifications like the Gruul or the Simic would tend to do.
Interesting.
To each their own. And we'll take some of the maca scat and dump it in until the right mixture of color of a greenish yellow swirling swirls together with the smoke and the flames, and all of the smells and sights begin to waver in the three of your vision. And also in the two of your visions.
Cool.
Which did not happen with Daithi. You saw a little bit of the flame, but you did not go on a quest.
Okay.
This one you might be going as a stowaway.
You got a contact high.
Oh, great.
Dang.
This is some strong stuff.
The red flames on the sides of the bowl siphon together into a twister of mana and energy and clouds your vision, and when you open your eyes, you are in a... You don't see any of your compatriots. You look around and you don't see anyone you particularly recognize. You see many people, very well-dressed, super powerful beings, in a large room. And in the center there is a plinth.
When you say well dressed, do they have like particular guild
Yes.
looks to them?
Indeed. You look across the room and you see a very well-dressed Vidalcan, Simic, very clearly, with a large symbol of the Simic on his chest, and he is speaking with what appears to be a vampire person of the Dimir, a very powerful Dimir. Across the room, you do see a face that you recognize because it's a Firemane Angel, one of many, presumably. This one very clearly of the Boros Legion. You see a couple of fireman angels dotted about the room. And as you look at them and can recognize who they are.
The different fireman angels?
Yes.
I was gonna say fireman angel parties have got to be confusing as hell.
But you can. And you think to yourself, how could I possibly do that? As someone bumps into your wing.
Huh?
And then you realize you have a wing.
Just one.
You look down at your hands, and they're human hands. You look at your garb, and you're dressed in Boros regalia.
What normally is.
More fancy than this. Older.
Better.
Older than this.
Faster,
Much
stronger, better.
Much
Yeah.
older than this. But you're also in women's clothing. You're in a dress toga.
Oh.
I mean, I'm already kind of wearing like a toga thing here, so. But yes.
You are also speaking with the fireman angel. But when you're speaking, you have a man's voice. You have a deep voice. And you also feel vampiric. You sense inside of you a thirst and an unlife.
Oh, Velma hates this.
Yeah.
But it's different. It's different than Celias's vampire.
Right, but she's also, given her history as
Yep.
a trans person, this is also like really
Yep.
like rough
Really
for her.
awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And you look at your hands, and they're strong, vampiric hands, and you're wearing Dimir garb. You
I've been in disguises before.
are
This is fun.
also about the room, but you're much taller, heads taller than many of the people in this room. But you're also walking around on all fours,
I'm a Hydra.
and you also have wings.
What?
Hydra with wings.
And you look about the room, and many are coming up to you and congratulating you specifically on what has been achieved.
I'm a Sphinx.
Are you? Tutaru, you sense every living thing in the room without looking at them. But you are also looking in 3 different directions at once.
Oh.
And you're able to recognize it and process this information as if it's always been this way. You, on the other hand, have one eye, a massive eye.
How's my belly feel?
Different Cyclops.
Uh-huh.
You are Caesarum, the Perrin of the Gruul. You are Razia,
That's what I figured it out.
the
Yes.
Perrin of the Boros. You are Zadek, the Perrin of the Dimir. You are Azor of the Azorians. And you are the World Soul Mont Celestia. So what we're going to do real quick is have a little bit of a costume change.
Whoa!
This is for you.
Awesome.
This is before you get trapped on the crappiest island on Ixalan.
Oh my god, Josh wore
Can't wait.
that exact hat in the game nights one time. Yeah, we did it. It was
Go ahead and take your horns off.
We were on M1 Cat, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh,
Nice.
All right, let's see if we can do this.
Oh my gosh, my eyeball!
Oh my god.
Is this
I love
handmade?
This is so cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
Now, I
am
have-
googly
No,
eyed.
I think that's the first time I've addressed that Velma is trans on camera.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is not public knowledge.
Yeah.
So that's a cowl, and if you so choose, I know you have your wig on.
Yeah.
But we also have this delightful.
Ooh.
Oh, I gotta do that.
That's so cool.
Wow.
It's got space for your buns.
It does.
So
How
if
does
you want
how does it
to,
actually go on?
you can go ahead and figure
Like
it
a
out.
Rita
however you want.
Repulsa hat? That's what it looks
You
like.
look
How is it
around the
supposed to
rest
go
of the
on?
room. You do see
Wear
a.
this. How's it going, Caesar?
How do you
Costumes are
wear this
complicated.
Just fold it over your.
Can you just
I am justice made incarnate.
do that?
Am I doing it wrong? Oh yeah.
Perfect.
I am wearing like the
You
full
are,
tunic
yes.
thing.
You look around the room, and now you're seeing characters that you recognize. One of whom is sitting far back in a corner because he is a massive dragon.
Ooh.
And you recognize him as Niv Mizzet, the Perrin of the Izzet Guild. You see this Vidalcan biomancer walking around. You assume this must be the Perrin of the Simic. And now that you look at them, you do recognize who these people are. You somehow have the memories of the Perrins inside of you as you interact about this room. You see a huge undead Goliath of a person, who you assume to be Svogthir. the Perrin of the Golgari. You see a massive shirtless demon laughing in front of a collection of some spirits and some live humans that you recognize as the Obzadat, the Ghost Council, speaking to
Daddy?
Rakdos, the demon.
Love me as daddy.
And about the room, you see a number of other characters, several Firemane angels. You see many attendants of various kinds of the various guilds. You recognize, you look around the room and you recognize some other interesting characters, some human, some minotaur. You also recognize a number of elementals. You see Maya in her form, rumbling about the room. You see a number of other elemental-like beings, one of whom appears to be a compost pile. If you picture the big compost pile from Fraggle Rock, you see that moving about the room.
And the trash.
And yeah,
Marjorie.
Marjorie, yeah, moving about the room. You see a large, what appears to be like a sort of a seahorse half top of a body, but made of kelp. And various things like that. I apologize for your... Yeah, no worries. I didn't know how to... I wanted to surprise you guys, so I didn't know how it was going to work.
Great.
You also see a dryad, a Celestian dryad, made of wood and vine and grasses that you very clearly
I was
recognize
going to say, do they look familiar?
as Mookie. There are
Too soon.
dozens,
Too soon
maybe
to roll.
100 people in this room, talking quietly amongst themselves around what you now recognize as the Forum of Azor, the place where the Guild Pact was signed. And you are now, and you look at the plinth, and there is a contract that is unsigned in the middle of the room. This is the signing of the Guild Pact.
Hey, we did it. It was going John Hancock this thing.
And you tell me what you do.
So I have a question.
Yes.
We have the memories of the Peruns.
Yes.
Do we also have awareness of ourselves as our outside characters?
Yes, you do.
It's like we're actively dreaming.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea that, like, if I see Azor, do I get a Lucian vibe?
Only one way to find out. I will say you recognize, because you can feel every life form. You recognize every being in the room except for Zadek,
All right.
who is not only dead but also the Lord of Secrets.
That's fair.
And a couple of
I don't
other
know what I do.
there are a couple of other representatives
Don't know me.
that you can't. Oh, Svogthir, you also can't really
Fuck,
pinpoint.
that's fair.
But you do recognize Astorok inside of this angel. You recognize Lucian inside of Azor. You recognize Rock inside of Caesarzum.
Just screaming like, what is happening?
So you're at essentially a cocktail party now.
All right.
Well, I am very...
There is an open
Get your
bar.
LaCroix out. Let's
I
go.
am not a stranger to
What
this.
do you want to do?
Well, before we sign this document that I'm sure Azor has done a wonderful job with, is there a bathroom or something if I'm feeling, I think I ate some sort of incorrect Simic food. I just want to step out for a moment.
Oh, if it's the Simic food that's the problem, I sincerely apologize. We'll have to get... And the Simic approaches, who you now recognize is named Simic. This is...
You were insulting his food.
Of course
This is Biomancer Simic.
I made this.
Biomancer Simic apparently is the parent of the Simic Combine.
And a really good caterer. Also,
I know a single
We will
tool
have that
about
taken care of,
food
but
not agreeing with you.
I will get someone for you.
I
And
apologize. I don't mean to insult you. I ate the food, and I am reaping the results of that adventure, and that is justice.
Archangel, no offense has been taken. Please, can someone, and one of the Garçons will come up and lead you to a restroom.
So once I'm in the restroom, I'm just like, oh no!
This is a bad
I'm an
trick,
angel!
man.
Could I break the guild pact? If I don't sign the guild pact's gonna break anyway. And so yeah, Astorok as an angel just
Mini
kind of
freak
paces
out?
in the bathroom and freaks out a little.
is this a bathroom for winged personnel?
It's large enough. Well, it's the Forum of Azor, so it's a bathroom fit for a Sphinx.
Okay.
They have all the bathrooms with symbols that are like
Yeah.
wings
Yeah.
and crab arms.
Crab arms, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I would. So what are the rest of you doing?
I think I'm going to politely excuse myself before I say something that rewrites history, or something I don't know, and then probably also head to a bathroom.
Okay.
So we're all taking the go to the bathroom.
I'm going to listen to everything I can listen to.
Sure. You are standing
I decided
there
this is Dracula.
listening. Yeah, perfect. You are listening to the raucous conversation between Rakdos, Obzedat, the Ghost Council of Obzedat, Rakdos, and it appears as if Svogthir has wandered over as well. And Rakdos is saying, I am so glad that we finally got this sorted out and I got to be a part of it. I am just ecstatic that you've decided how important we are. Because without us, there's no one else to arrest. There's no one else to get in trouble. You need gasoline to run the engine. Right, Niv Mizzet? And Niv Mizzet goes, that's not... Sure, that's fine.
Yes, it is good that we...
Jeez, you
Sorry,
sneaked
I
up
have
on
this
me.
effect. It is good that
Every time!
It is good that we gave the public good story about Embermind Killer, correct?
I mean, you'd have to talk with Razia about that, right? We're gonna have to, I have to step back from that. I don't think that there's any input that I can
it's
put
not.
there.
It's not
Raz, the
public
Boros, you could talk to Azor, but
It's-
Azor's kind of busy. I think that Razia is who you want to go talk to. They arrested the Embermind Killer, so
Indeed,
that's
they
not my
arrested.
business.
We are in public. We're not in public place. We can chat here. That's fine.
But there's plenty of representatives who are, obviously we're all friends here. We
But
all
why do
want
you-
the
why
guild
do you
back.
disrespect-
Listen, I don't need you. I don't know
My
anything.
point to you is why do you disrespect yourself when there is such intelligence in you?
All I
know
want
what
to do
really
is
happened?
drink and party. This is a celebration. We don't need to focus on that. That was weeks ago. That was weeks ago.
If
at
you
this
do
point.
not think yourself worthy of conversation, I understand.
Zadak, you're always pushing my buttons, and I don't like it. All right.
Not fair. I just believe in your power and your strength as a
I
leader.
have power and strength. I just don't have interest for court documents. You gotta go talk to Azor. Maybe Razia.
I'd see what I do.
What are the rest of you doing?
Well, I no longer have depth perception.
Correct.
So I think I'm just wandering around, like I see how different I look, and I'm bigger, right?
Yes, you are a Cyclops that is massive.
Right.
You're probably the biggest figure in the room. Maybe slightly smaller than Niv Mizzet.
Yeah, I think I'm spending this first early moments of this fever dream in like just kind of lumbering around and running into things.
You do have when you awoke in this dream / vision / brainwave, you have a plate that apparently has what you thought were shrimp on them. But when you pick them up, they're dolphins. Just massive, like dolphin shrimp. Like half, like the
Right.
front half is dolphin, the back half is shrimp.
Amazing. Well, I'm gonna eat some.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm doing it in the way that my that Rock does it, which is just
Yeah. Delicious.
around. Just
Fabulous.
So good. I've never had anything like this in my life.
You recognize that this is, first of all, Harold is snoring, which is adorable. Second of all,
I thought that was Dom.
right?
Who's running the stream?
Shout out to Harold, the office dog. So you recognize that even with your Minotaur constitution, with how much you can digest, this would be a brand new experience for Rock.
Right.
And these are delicious, but you also, in the back of your mind, think, I think anything would be delicious. I think I would eat anything.
Oh.
And so you look underneath this pile of dolphin shrimp, and there are just like balls of like moss covered branches, and that doesn't look as appetizing because that's the vegetarian option. But then there's like a full boar. There is just a plate, this whole smorgasbord that you've assembled for yourself.
I'm just gonna sit down in a public place because I'm so focused on this and just start picking away at everything.
Another massive figure, not quite as massive as you, will also wander over with a plate. This one appears to be a sort of put together undead being and will sit down right next to you with a plate of their own and say,
Good. Good food.
Yes, so good. You too.
Good to see you, Cesar.
Yes, how are things? Have you changed your name recently?
No. Still Svogthir.
Svogthir.
Svogthir is probably eyeing Cesarum up, being like, I can take that body.
right.
if it-
Well,
Yeah.
and by eyeing, you can't really see where the face of Cesarzum is. It's sort of, it's just like a torso.
Svogthir, right.
Or Svogthir, yeah.
Right.
Whereas, there is a head and arms and legs of most beings. This is like a Katamari Damacy ball.
Right.
It has some appendages that seem to work. There might be 3, there might be 5, there might be 10 legs.
What is my character's familiarity with the history of Cesarum?
Make a history check. Use a 20-sided die.
Grazie. Wisdom?
Yeah.
I have +0 to history because I'm dumb. 2.
Okay. Not a big history buff as the parent of the Gruul. You are aware of Svogthir as a massive player, and clearly one of the 10 parents.
Right. You're looking weak today, Svogthir.
Thank you.
Enjoying the food?
Very much. Decomposition, excellent.
And picks up one of the piles of moss and twigs, and you see like a half of a skeleton in there, and is just sort of jamming it into an orifice that you thought was its shoulder. It's just a very strange situation.
You don't eat normally, do you, Svogthir?
It's normal for me.
Oh, it's very unsightly. You look actually kind of better with the thing on your shoulder.
I'm confused. I
It,
thought I looked weaker.
well, no, it's like some jewelry, and like an
Oh,
adornment.
yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
Beauty is death and life, the cycle, everything together.
That's so creepy. But
You
great.
just keep killing things. I will keep turning them back, and then you can kill them again.
It's hurting my notes to hear you do it.
This is agreeable. Question, Svogthir.
Yes,
How are you signing the guild pact? You don't really have appendages.
fair. I plan to grow one. I assume something I consumed had an arm at some point. I will find a way.
The Golgari do find a way, don't they?
Life always finds a way.
Indeed.
Jeff Goldblum said that.
No. Yeah, and so you sort of have this banter back and forth. Did you have any other questions for
Does Rock know about Cesarum?
Cesarzum?
Cesarzum, yeah.
You would know. Yeah, you would know that the parent
Right.
of the guild of the
The original
guild pact was a Cyclops giant named Cesarzum,
Right.
and has been dead for millennia. As
Okay,
I mentioned,
so he's like a very distant figure. in my
yeah,
memory.
very
Okay.
distant figure, 10,000 years ago plus.
Okay.
The Cesarzum probably ruled the clans for hundreds of years, but most of the time, the passover of power between the Gruul happens very quickly.
But
Okay.
Comparatively speaking, meaning 50 years, 60
Right.
years.
nobody would know that Svogthir at some point kills
his-
and consumes.
Does he? I don't know if he kills me.
Yeah, it's
though,
not
right?
clear.
I just die.
Yeah, it's unclear.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna put some rockitude into this, and I'm gonna be like, hey, Svogthir, catch. I take like
Where's your
a,
guy?
I take a dolphin. I'm just like, woo!
Ah!
I'm like, I can't do this. One eye. Just hit my face or something.
And I was considering making like a dexterity check, but it's fine. So
It just
you
hits any part of his
right,
body.
it just sticks and then absorbs in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gross.
Like those magnet, like ooze magnet videos.
Yeah.
Sort of like that. What are you doing?
I'm gonna see Mookie and probably head right for him. For them.
Okay.
Understandable.
Mookie is speaking to a collection of just humans and half-elves and other mortal species. You do see that a lot of the people in this room had normal lifespans. They lived 100, maybe 200, maybe 1,000 years. Not everyone lives forever, and not everyone who's involved with the Guild Pact exists to this day. You see Mookie, in particular, speaking with a very young-looking human person.
Mookie. What?
And saying, "Oh, it's very good to see you. I'm excited. I'm very glad that they chose you to be the scribe for the event. It was very nice to see you. Oh, Matsalesnia. Very nice of you to approach."
Hi, Mookie. How have you been lately?
I have been very good. Thank you for asking.
Did the Embermind issues cause any concern for you?
I believe that the Embermind killer was dealt with in a very appropriate manner. Of course, I think that just a misguided fake person, and I believe that the punishment was correct. And the fact that Ogmond Borka will exist for the rest of eternity down in the Undercity, guarded by Svogthir and the Golgari swarm, as a warning, is a good message to send, and hopefully he will be forgotten.
Absolutely. That sounds like a very good way to deal with someone like that.
You seem different today. Are you all right?
I'm just not feeling myself right now.
Do I know you?
It's good to see you, is all.
Hold on. You're not Matsalesnia, are you?
Not right now.
I know you. Well, I think I... Do I know you?
Not yet.
Oh my. What is your name?
My name is Tuturu.
It is a very pretty name.
Very echoey.
How are you here?
I'm not really sure how I'm here, but I believe it has something to do with the mission we've received. So it's good to see you, but we should probably find my friends.
Yes.
Find out what's going on.
I will see you later. Then I will keep you in mind.
Thank you.
I look forward to meeting you again. Strength of Matsalesnia be with you.
And with you. And she'll kind of back away and try to fill out the life of where everyone else is right now.
How do you back away though? And do you
She leaves and just
Celeste is around.
Celeste is around.
I have a question.
Yes.
You said that we have the memories of the people that were...
Indeed, you do.
What does Velma... What is she able to pull from her memories of the Embermind killer?
Sure. Make a history check.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a good call.
Make a remember stuff check.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's only going to be a 10.
Okay.
10.
You were not heavily involved in the process. You were not in the trial. You were made aware of the events. A human named Ogmond Borka appeared to be the culprit, doing a little less than a dozen murders of various powers, primarily powers opposed to the Guild Pact being signed. Sort of a political spree, and was brought to justice. and bringing to justice was a grand collaborative moment with all of the guilds sort of coming together. The war that was fast approaching between the 10 factions of the world of Ravnica would have been large scale and would have been nuclear in scale between 10 groups all vying for power. The Guild Pact was the best avenue for peace, and there were political assailants like Agmont Borka who were against the totalitarian, what they believed to be totalitarian rule that would have been imposed by the guilds. And so this was a very big political debate. Obviously, you're all on the side of the Guild Pact and want to see it succeed. So that sort of flavors a little bit of your biases.
Okay.
But that's what you know.
Okay, so then Velma, knowing that she is in the body of her guild's founder, she goes to Azor.
Azor, you're still in the bathroom.
Yeah, I assume Azor, because this is his...
The Forum of Azor
Yeah, what is this?
So this is a patio / building that was set up specifically for this purpose.
Okay, so I assume maybe he has like an office or something.
Potentially,
a
sure.
bathroom, just a place where he can be.
You're Azor, you tell me.
Yeah, I assume he has some sort of location where he can go to study or just meditate and
Great.
write laws. And
Absolutely.
be alone.
Like a
And
sweet hidden room.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be hidden. I think he's welcoming other people as well.
Yeah.
But at this point,
As long as they
Lucian-
have like the proper paperwork.
well,
Yeah. And they know which book to pull on the book.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But he has closed the door at this point, and I think he's just pacing because he's just freaked out. Like I cannot say the right thing or the wrong thing or whatever. I can't put
And that's
my
where
own.
Velma would go because she could pull memories knowing where Azor would probably be.
Sure. So that's possible. You could go knock on the office door.
Who is it?
It is me. I'm here to say... And I'm trying to think of... I'm here to mend a pact.
Oh.
I opened the door slightly. What was that again?
There was a pact that was broken, and then we were mending it.
Velma?
It is a name that I could go by, yes.
Oh, God, it's not just me. Come in, come in.
So she goes,
Oh, look at me. I have 4 legs and I'm a sphinx.
I am back to man again. You're going to complain about Sphinx?
I'm Azor, the lawbreaker. I'm the Guild Pact. What am I doing in the body of...
I think we are all in the body of our guild founders.
So you think Astorok and Astorok Jr., Astorok Sr., and Tutoru, they're at the party.
It seems like evidence would say yes. I have questions for you. Can you pull from Azor memory?
I don't know. I could try.
Who was the Ambermind killer?
Do you think he would know?
I think he would, yes.
What if this is not like legal? Like pulling, it's not my body. So if I'm pulling from his memories, that could be.
You are
against
Azor. You make a law, right? A law in book saying it's okay to do thing.
I could do that. So I'm gonna go to that desk and just write down like. Peek into your memories.
My own memories.
Yep. So you want to dig into Azor's memories?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a history check
History.
with Lucian's stats.
Oh, with my stats, I can't use.
You're a passenger.
You don't have Azor stats.
You don't get to have Azor stats. On
They're
history.
probably pretty busted.
They're probably
P busted, yo.
Just Sphinx's revelation at will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! 17.
okay.
Okay.
18, sorry.
You are able to sort of reach back into your own memory, and as a human, it is very difficult to comprehend. As a human consciousness inside of a Sphinx, it is super difficult to. You have vertigo, essentially, looking into the mind of a Sphinx.
Yeah.
It is incomprehensibly complex and compartmentalized. You do recognize that you have, previous to Ravnica, established law and order in other places. previous to where you are right now.
Oh, they're
You don't necessarily register that out of character. You don't recognize that they are other planes of existence.
Sure.
In character, you see that you have established law and order in places before where there aren't buildings, where there isn't, you've been to worlds that look, you've been to lands that look different from your land. And so you've gone through this before. And so you know what to say, and you know how to say it, and how to bring people together, and how to bring peace to places like Ravnica on the brink of war. You look back at your more recent memory, and you are looking specifically for information for the case of the Embermind killer.
Right.
You were not the judge that presided, but you were definitely in the room where it happened, where Ogmund Borka was put on trial, and where the judge and the jury passed their judgment. And you can recognize, as Lucian, that it's a bit of a farce, this trial. You recognize that Ogmund Borka, this human, this sort of street tough, going around killing these extremely powerful people, leaving with no trace, doing incredibly powerful fire magic, things aren't adding up exactly. You can see that. You see also the man who was the scribe of the event. The person who is writing all of the events of the case happening. You see the lawyers of the prosecution and of the defense, the one lawyer standing up for Ogmund Borka. And that sort of flashes through your memory. You have no specific knowledge of anything past that.
Okay, so I wake up from that and say, Ogmund Borka. It's a farce. I don't think it was him.
Yes, this is theory that I have had for a while now. This is confirming theory. Here is my suspicion. When we were in Weirwood, in Gruul territory, I overheard with language spells what Tuturu was speaking to trees. They say that Mara are long creatures of elements. Muki was Maro of wood. Maya, is that what her name was?
Maya.
Maya was Maro of stone. It ventures to believe there is other Maro of fire.
Morrow of fire. Why would they do this? If that's what you're insinuating. Sorry, my brain works
There are
really
lots-
fast now.
There are lots of reasons to kill things, but they believe that the guild pact took opportunity to blame men for murder as reason to bring pact together. It creates peace, but innocent man is found guilty. All of guild pact is formed on a lie.
I can't believe this. Why would Azor do this? I look up to him. He's my hero.
You believe in law, yes?
Of course.
Azor believe in law as well and saw opportunity to create a law.
For the greater good.
It is not different than you writing law in book and deciding it's okay to do law because you created it.
Well, you told me to do that.
So
Oh, this better be okay. We gotta find the others.
I bet you it is Angel and Selesnya. Just theory of mine.
Speaking of others, would anyone else like to do anything?
So, Razia
Yes.
/ Astorok
Yep.
has been in the angel bathroom, which I like to imagine as a big bird bath,
Beautiful.
despite the flavor text on Divine Visitation.
Sure.
It's like they're not gonna jump, they're not gonna eat the bird seed, but like, you
But
know,
a bird bath is nice.
you like a nice bird bath. You got wings and stuff.
As you're pacing around in the bathroom and sort of like looking around and stuff like that, you recognize that your garb is exactly the same as all of the garb of all the Firemane Angels. It has changed over 10,000 years, however. You
Fashion.
recognize, fashion, exactly.
Comes and goes.
Wears and tears.
Become an angel, but make it fashion. You recognize this as more simplistic, more toga-like, not as many brands, not as many markings. It occurs to you that this looks like a Fire Main Angel of a statue in the center of the Plaza of Harmony.
Ooh.
So it looks like that type of angel is the centerpiece of the Plaza of Harmony.
All right, Razzie Astorok, pull yourself together. You're a Perun now, okay? You can handle this. What would a Fire Main Angel do? I am a Fire Main Angel. I'll do what I'll do. Fine. Let's address the problem directly. Let justice be our guide. So Razia is just going to go out into the thing, come back out into the meal and say, I, Razia, feeling only justice in my stomach, am also feeling somewhat strange. If there are those among you who also feel strange, speak now. Let it be known. We shall together feel strange.
I'm like mid-jamming the plate into Sphincter, and like trying to push it into it, and I'm like, oh?
I also feel
Are we
strange.
still?
I think we walk in this point, and I'm like, I found Astorok.
Yes, it is not hard to do.
Yeah.
I find you unsettling, strange Golgari man. I can't lie anymore. What's happened?
I get that a lot.
That's great.
Are you feeling much better? I'm terribly sorry about the food.
I'm feeling exactly as I did before. The food was a ruse, and I feel bad for it.
I understand. I appreciate that. We do have very little time before the festivities are about to begin. I see folks are getting a little bit restless. Please do make your ways to the seats if you as quickly as you possibly can.
We should find our seats. Do sphinxes sit? I can probably sit,
I
right?
don't know Sphinx.
You sit like a dog, like.
This seems not natural.
Several humans and a few spirits moving together will wander up to you at one point and say, and you can't really tell which one is talking at any given time. They all just sort of smile and nod and have their hands in front of them, and you hear a voice. This is the Ghost Council. And a voice emanates from this dozen or so people and says, "It's very good to see you, Zadek. How are you doing this evening?"
I am doing very well.
It's good to
I am
hear.
very happy. I'm very
Excellent.
well fed.
Ah, yes, that is interesting and unsettling. I hope that we can put our disagreements behind us as we move forward into this new dawn for all of Ravnica.
I think this is good idea. We will do this.
Good. And when the time comes, and it happens to us all, everyone eventually becomes a spirit and moves into the Agrium, and we will welcome you with open arms.
It's very kind of you to offer. I plan on not making that journey anytime soon, but I appreciate
Fair enough.
the suggestion.
I hope that you live, or rather, unlive, for as long as you possibly can. Your leadership and knowledge have been invaluable.
Thank you. Speaking of knowledge, I should let you know that in the future, if perchance another vampire is member of Orzhov,
I find this very likely. The vampires are sort of split between our two guilds. Ours being vampires of life, and yours being vampires of the mind, so to
Indeed.
speak.
a vampire of life, just say maybe keep eyes on them, because you never know where loyalties lie and what they do with their power.
We will keep all of our eyes open at all times, as best we can. Of course, we're no match for your level of enhanced surveillance, but
You
we
flatter.
do our best.
You flatter. It's very kind.
Anyone else?
Yeah, you just hear me going, yo, this guy can eat anything! Just keep putting different things into Sphincter. Like, wow!
That item is not compostable. I will have to pass it later.
Ooh.
I was drinking.
Sorry. Just a full plate falls out of, yeah.
Yeah, just don't like, oh, okay, you can't eat that.
I'm gonna go sit down next to the Fire Main Angel and just kind of lean over and say, "No dough circles here."
What? I know exactly what it is you mean, but I'm afraid that I can't. Oh, Wait, I'm starting to put things together. This mind, it works quicker than that of what I am used to being, which is a minotaur. I shouldn't say that, and yet I feel unable to.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy.
Such humor from a fire-mane angel.
Yes, that is what I am.
Surely
I remember it.
She is jesting. Shut up.
And yet, I find the sensation of being a fire-mane angel to be new and invigorating. Fire in my belly.
I'm gonna cast silence on
Anger
him.
tempered by
Just
purpose.
Azor, just like.
A large dragon head will lean in over your shoulder and say, "Thank you. That was getting annoying." And he will lean back.
All right, now just to wait until this is all over. Oof.
I'm gonna send a message to Matsalesnia.
Okay.
Would I be speaking with message? Would I still be speaking as the vampire? Would I be speaking as Velma at that point?
I think it's more fun
Okay.
if you have the vampire accent
Okay, cool.
through the message.
That's fine. I'm assuming that I'm speaking to Tuturu.
Well, that depends who's asking.
Wow, I can't believe we waited 15 minutes for that. That's my favorite. All right, keep going. Sorry.
Doing it earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
He is a very sweet friend of yours.
I believe those who do not celebrate life itself can never be sweet. What would you like, Angel of Death?
Oh, burn.
I don't know why we're doing this. This is
Jeepers.
trying to communicate with a friend who was in situations similar to me.
But I don't know she's Velma.
She's.
Oh, that's right. That's
Right. You don't know she's Velma.
Well, that you did, because you could see through all of it.
can't-
No,
That-
you can't.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
can't see this one. However, I would let you make an intelligence check to see if the hints that you dropped
Okay, that's-
I
were
think you're
enough.
a very sweet friend.
Yeah, sweet
Right.
friend.
Really good hints.
Yeah, and mentioned Tuturu, which is like
did.
said
Oh,
Tuturu.
sorry, okay.
I assume.
That's the first thing she said.
Then again, she did say Tuturu to Mookie,
Yeah.
so she could
Yeah,
also
but-
make that
right.
character her.
Also,
Yeah, that's true.
never trusted Demir.
True, that's it.
Mind readers.
What do you got?
I take
Um,
offense to that
you say
very
with
true
int?
statement.
Yeah,
That's an 8.
8.
No.
I mean, you heard the name Tuturu,
'Kay.
and you heard sweet with an inflection in it. So that's all you have.
I'll try. All right.
Yeah, I'll play however you want to play it.
That's fine. She'll kind of think about it for a little bit and kind of look at Sazdak and try to like feel the because Mont Celestia can kind of like feel the song of life and like the chords of every single being.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to like channel that with her right now.
Insight check.
Why do I keep rolling 8s?
It's a good number though.
Insight?
Insight.
8 plus 4, 12.
Wait, wait, this is what's.
Are you trying to hide?
No, I'm trying to talk.
So
to you.
12's good enough.
Okay,
You
awesome.
recognize what's happening here.
Oh! So, Velma!
No, okay, yes. I'm here. Azor is Lucian, and freaking out Angel is Astorok. I think that's probably pretty clear. Here's a question. What do you in this forum know about Morrow?
That's a good question.
She's gonna think about it.
Let's do.
Wait, do you know that Velma knows about the Morrow at this point? Because do you know
Oh, yeah, that's
Because I was
true.
listening in
Right.
with a
Yeah.
spell.
Right.
So,
I'll be like, how did you listen?
of course I listened. What do you do?
Gosh,
You
Lucy,
underestimate me? I am very offended. Of course I listen.
We'll have to talk more about what you know later.
Yes.
Nature.
Oh, right now, perhaps, because it's what I'm trying to do.
Ooh,
That's a great one.
that's a one.
There's
mean-
just so much.
Yeah, you as Tuturu are aware of the Morrow.
Right.
So in this Mont Celestia form, everything that you know with that one is what you know.
Great.
Okay.
Well, I know that there are different elemental beings, different types
Is
depending
one
on...
of them fire?
I believe so. It was called... Was it the Marika?
So there are 4 Morrow.
Right.
The 4 Morrow are representative of the 4 green guilds of the cosmology of Ravnica.
Yeah.
There is Mookie, who is the Celestian representative-ish.
Right.
They're loosely represented by the guilds.
Oh.
So Mookie was of the gardens and the more tended kind of civilized places. There was Maya, who is the completely wild one that you just met. There was Miley, who is the party in the USA. She is the
Water.
She is the waterways, and then there's Marika,
like a wrecking
who is
Yes,
of.
yes.
Then there's
It's like a
Marika,
tidal wave.
who is of the Golgari, of those places. Of those, the closest to fire, I guess, would be Maya, and you've seen some of that fire magic,
Right.
but there is no fire Morrow. The nature of the Morrow is to be a force of nature that protects the woods,
Yeah.
and so that's not really how that works.
Unless it was Maya, and she drugged us, and we're dead now.
Oh my god.
Well, I will say this about
dreams.
Maya. Maya did make very clear that she does not want civilization to take over. She wants wilderness to return, and Guild Pact breaks that plan. Had there been war and no Guild Pact, nature might have taken over Rivnica.
You do see Morrow you do see Maya at this point moving over to the hulking form of Sizarzum, and saying, it's very good to see you here. I'm very pleased that we will be sharing many of the same places.
Yes. How well do I know this, Maya?
Pretty well.
Pretty well. Okay.
This is a being that is very ancient.
Right.
The Morrow are from well before this time.
Okay.
The Guild Pact was put together by civilized people, and the powers of the forest, the forces of nature, these Morrow, were brought in late, but they've been ever present.
Right. Yeah, can't wait. Leadership.
Yeah.
Me. One Eye. Number one. It all fits.
It makes a lot of sense. I do hope that you are able to lead us for a very long time.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you'll be leading us here. You've been around for the
Oh, I
longest.
will be mostly taking, all of the Morrow will be mostly taking a back seat now that we have the 10 Parents and the Guild Pact to rule over Ravnica. This is a good deal, essentially, between us. We think that there will be a world to protect.
Ah, a world that, I personally think we're still the strongest out of all of
I
them.
completely agree.
So if, push comes to shove,
Push always comes to shove.
yeah,
Am I right?
I got you.
That's right.
You got me.
Fist bump.
Yup. Donk. I just miss.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. Okay.
Next time.
No
next
worries.
time.
Yeah. Knock on wood. Because it's all right.
Yeah.
Well, and then uneasily sort of size up Svogthir and be like, "It was good seeing you."
Yeah, oh yeah. Look at him. This guy's crazy, right?
You look delicious.
Don't shake his hand. He'll eat it. He tried it.
I will keep my distance, I think.
Are you sure? You look very good and healthy.
Yeah, I'd like to remain that way. Thank you very much. That would okay. Yeah, I'm going to walk back over here, and we'll make the way back over towards Miley, the Cynic Morrow that is in attendance. As you're walking around the room, you see tons of characters of various kinds. Goblins and centaurs, minotaurs.
Oh my.
And plenty of people that you recognize from history and from knowledge. There are not many people that you recognize from your own personal experiences as the Mended Pact, as Astorok. You recognized Mookie. You recognized Maya.
Right.
You see the other two, Morrow, whom you've not laid eyes on before, but as you look closer at Marika, you see that the compost pile, this sort of undulating mass of waste, is alive in a number of ways. There are small animals and life inside of this compost pile. And among the life appears to be a mushroom. But it has spider legs, and it crawls atop the compost pile.
No.
And you've seen this one before.
I have.
When you were in the Undercity, it spied on y'all.
That's right.
Yeah, when we were all taking watch and
Yeah.
we just saw a little mushroom
Let it scoot
spider.
away because
That's
I
right.
thought it was, Golgari.
And then a Italian plumber came out and jumped on it.
And as you look about the room, you're just keeping an eye out
Italy?
and looking as people are beginning to
It is
take
well
their
Roman.
seats. You're looking about the room, and there are 10 chairs on the stage. There's actually 11 chairs on the stage. There's a seat for a scribe, and then the 11 of you on the dais, and each has a chair that is very easily demarcated by you all.
And correctly sized.
Correctly sized, correctly shaped, and good structural integrity for those of
Ergonomically
you,
sound.
right?
Yeah.
That are large enough.
The Sphinx actually has a big cat bed thing.
Yes.
Yep. And you all begin to make your way
Angel has a perch.
Yeah.
to your
Like
seats.
a little potted plant. I just
This is demeaning.
Simic, Biomancer Simic will approach the dais and say, I believe that we are about to begin. Thank you all so much for being here. We have just very quick things we would like to say as we sign the Guild Pact. Thank you all so much. For myself, Biomancer Simic, I am proud and privileged to be able to be one of the scientific and research arms to further development and fitness of Ravnica going forward. May we all move forward healthy and ready to face the new dawn. And he will produce a pen and sign it. Svogthir will lean over and say,
Do you want to go next?
I want to see what happens when you try and do this.
Okay.
I like slap him on the back of my hand with sticks. I'm like, oh god, oh god.
Svogthir will turn from a seated mass to a more upright kind of mass. It'll go from portrait to landscape, or from landscape to portrait a little bit, and just sort of move over,
Undulate.
Thought we locked that feature.
undulate over to the pedestal and say,
Life requires death. Death requires life. And this world requires both. We of the Golgari are proud and privileged to be chosen to help keep this world alive forever.
and we'll sort of glance at the pedestal and sort of like a branch will haphazardly lean over and try to grab the quill, eventually doing so and signing on the line. One of the full Obsidat, one of them seated, the rest of them standing behind the chair. A particularly old gentleman, looks a little bit like Octavian, a little bit, not exactly the same, not the same person, but like picture the guy in the background of the first Dark Confidant. Like very slovenly and kind of that.
But they're ghosts, right?
But this one's a human.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say for the others, did they like take a bunch of nice chairs and like chop them up and then take the ghost of the chairs that are here?
Right,
and, like,
yeah,
put 'em up on the
exactly.
stage?
They're actually the platonic ideal of chair.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
Projected upon.
This human will approach the stage, the stand, and will say, "We're very pleased that the spiritual integrity of this wonderful world will continue. The ghosts and memories will proceed forever. We hope that through the leadership of the guilds and this guild pact, we can help usher in this new era of cooperation and peace." And they will sign the guild pact. Well, I am just super excited to be a part of this. Thank you all so much for inviting me. The Rakdos, as we've named ourselves after me. My name is Rakdos. I really appreciate you all inviting me to your little party, and I think that you will find that we are a necessary part of this here ecosystem. What you got a problem there, Sphinxy boy? We're gonna be okay. All right, so we're gonna make sure that everybody has a job to do. Am I right? All right, let's do it. And he will pick up the quill and sign on the dotted line. A massive dragon that you've only heard about. None of you have ever seen.
We saw it earlier.
Well, none of you as people in real life have ever seen. This is a very important piece of legislation. This secures that millions, billions of people will survive and thrive going forward. The Guild Pact is a necessary and absolutely wonderful piece of law magic created by the 10 of us, written by Azor. This will usher in prosperity beyond anything we've ever seen before. As the Perrin of the Izzet Guild, I am extremely proud to, alongside Biomancer Simic, be responsible for the research, development, experiments, and discoveries of the future of Ravnica, making life better for everyone in the entire world. And he will pick up a pen and he will sign on the dotted line. There are 5 Perrins left to speak.
Razio will get up and walk up to the stand. Deep down, inside of myself. And those things are that there can be no society without justice. There can be no peace without strength. And though it may seem paradoxical, that peace can never be achieved without those who are willing to go to war. Now I know deep down inside myself what justice means. I also feel like a minotaur, but I don't need to add that. The Boros Legion will provide that peace so that the rest of you may prosper, so that you may sleep in your homes without fear that you will be destroyed. It is a sacrifice to be one who brings justice, but it is also a privilege. And my legion will do that. Also, it's weird not having horns.
And as you walk back to your seat, first of all, the 3 of you felt the pride and the emotion of Astorok inside of you as the speech was being given.
And you guys were all like, it is weird not having horns.
You felt that. You felt that it was weird not having horns. You felt his pride for the Boros. For a moment, you all were Astorok. The 3 of you.
I am Astorok.
You did not feel that.
Ah.
As you move back to your seats, you hear a voice in your ear. That was very well said. I'm sorry I couldn't be there today. Who would like to speak next?
It's okay.
I rumble my way to the podium. We believe in nature, and nature shall one day reclaim us all. We are wild inside, but even so, we find balance, and the world itself creates balance, as we must do here today. I shall sign. Can someone help me pick up this pen?
Oh, yes, I can. Yes, absolutely. And Simic will walk up and they have like an oversized pencil, like from Disneyland, and he will place it in your hand.
Thank you. I sign above the thing. I'm like, dang it.
It's good enough. It'll work.
We can move it. It's all right.
Rah! I drop the pencils.
You thought I had a hard time.
Well, wait, here. I just chuck the pencil inside Grodrogthir. Svogthir.
You hear in your ear once again a voice. I'm just so sad I couldn't be there today. Who would like to go next? You're expected to go last.
Good.
Okay. I guess I'll go.
I think Lucian is
Go for
like
it.
profusely sweating, trying to remember, because this is a very famous speech. And so he's trying to remember it from memory.
Yeah.
And he's like, what did he say? What did he say? I have to remember exactly what he said. I have to say exactly what he
Of
said.
all of us, I was like, I'm gonna wing it. And you're like, this is a word, I should word for word memorize this. I knew it at one point.
Yeah.
This is the thing where, like, in character, Velma would probably know it, but Riley being
Sure.
the least magic person of this group.
Listen, here's what's happening. Whatever is happening in this room happened.
Okay.
And you watch.
No pressure.
You
Everyone
approach.
struck the weird
You
comments about
approach the
Minotaurs.
stage, and
Like that Star
you
Trek
approach the
where
stage,
Cisco is
and you
Bell.
see the scribe writing in his book, and you approach the stage.
There is no civilization without knowledge. Knowledge is the cornerstone of what separates the order from the chaos. So it is in this spirit of knowledge and awareness and law and order that we bring this pact together. It is the honor of the Dimir to be the caretakers of this lore, this information. We will take this knowledge and we will clutch it to our chests to give love to it and life, and we will bear this responsibility as a guild. It is with that pride in knowledge that I will sign this document. And then signs it.
And as you're walking back to your seat, you walk past the scribe. The scribe is a Dimir, of course. And the Dimir leans over to you and says, "That was a beautiful speech. I just loved it." And make an insight check.
So that is going to be a 13.
Do you know what I'm about to tell you?
Was that Salias?
No.
Oh.
That was Arthur.
Because the voice you said sounded like
A little
Salias'
bit.
voice.
Salias's voice was
Yeah.
a little bit lower, but
Yeah.
I try my
Yeah.
best. But yeah.
The cat?
No. Well,
Now
the
the
cat.
person the cat's named
The person the
after.
cat's named after.
Oh, right.
Whom you just knew as a dude.
Yeah. Do I recognize him as Arthur, like physically? This is information. It's interesting to me.
You can make a note.
I like
Yes.
to imagine when regular people are looking at like the signatures on the guild pact, their eyes just kind of slide over the Dimir signature. They're
Yeah.
just like,
It is sort of written. The signature of Zadek is sort of coded in the other signatures. So the S that's in Caesarzim and the Z that's in. No,
don't
the
have to
Z
find all
that's
the
in
letters.
the Z that's in Caesarzim, the S that's in Svagthir, etc., is sort of how the signatures laid out. All
I
eyes.
like that he did it in a way that people who haven't signed it yet will still line up with what he did because he wasn't last.
All eyes turn to the world soul of Mont Celestia as the dryad of 3 upper torsos floats effortlessly to the podium.
Today is a momentous day. Today, with the signing of this guild pact, we plant a seed that will sprout and grow for our future Ravnica and bring unity and peace for the future. With that hope of unity and peace, I sign the guild pact so that we may bloom into a new life.
And after the signing, 9 parents of the Guild Pact have gone, and everyone sort of holds their breath and looks on the stage of the Sphinx, Azor, the first of the Azorius column, the creator of this Guild Pact, the one who dreamed up this idea, this crazy dream of bringing these 10 factions together in peace and magically bound harmony.
So I think Lucian is done racking his brain and trying to remember this thing. So he's going to do the best he can, combine the knowledge of what he has of Azorius and every other guild, and the memories of I forgot this Azor. Sorry,
Yeah.
Azor.
And by the way, as you all were giving your speeches, you felt the heart of Mont Celestia in your chests as Mont Celestia Tutru was speaking. Though you could not feel Zadek, you felt Velma and the knowledge of the power that the guild and the good that the Guild Pact does for all involved. You all felt that in your bones.
Except for me.
Except for you. You were
You don't have
You're just
bones.
there.
you're there. But you're part of this momentous occasion, but you don't have that deeper connection.
Many of you know me as a lawbringer of Ravnica. I have quite a reputation, and I am proud of it. But what that reputation doesn't tell you is what I've seen throughout my journeys in Ravnica and beyond. I've been to many places far away.
Beyond.
I've been to many different places with laws different than ours. Laws that have ruined societies. Laws that have turned the world upside down, that have torn them asunder. And I weep for those places. And I want better for Ravnica. Laws bind us. They protect us. But the Guild Pact is more than just a law or a set of laws. It is more than that. It is something that will bring upon a new era for Ravnica itself and protect us from the dangers here and beyond. And by signing this, we are not only protecting our own guilds, we are protecting Ravnica itself.
Woo!
It's good. I enjoy this very much.
And Lucian, as you say the words, you were so worried that you wouldn't remember them or that you didn't have them memorized, but as you say them, you realize that you have it perfectly. These are the words that were said, and that you've said them dozens of times before. You don't know how, you don't know why, but you've said this in front of audiences all over the place. And this is simply another step in a long chain of bringing order to everyone. And you all feel that as well. You all feel the knowledge and the conviction that the Guild Pact is a necessary piece. And the crowd in attendance rises and claps, and everyone begins to shake hands, and there is thunderous applause, and everyone is happy. And you hear a whisper. Through your leadership and my sacrifice, we made this happen. Mookie will walk back up to you at the end and say,
Why are you here, though? I don't understand. What this is such a important, momentous occasion. Are you here to warn us about the problems of the Guild Pact? Are you here to speak on behalf of others? I don't understand how this is happening, and I know a lot.
I'm not really sure how this is happening, but we were here through a vision through Maya, and whatever it may be.
Maya!
Yes.
The Morrow.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Does Maya know you?
Kind of. We do now. She kind of like struggles right now because she wants to tell him what happens, but she also.
Would it help if I brought the other Morrow over and we could discuss it together?
That's that scene at the end of Back to the Future. It's like, Doc, I wrote you a letter.
I can't know the
Don't
future!
I know. I'm like, oh.
You must be
Great
very
Scott.
powerful to be here and for me to be able to sense you. I don't understand. And I understand a lot. I am very old.
That you are, Mookie. If I could get my friends and maybe we could talk. I don't know how much time we have.
You have more? There are more. I thought you were here. What is happening?
Oh God. Okay. No, you know what? It's fine. We were here for a purpose, and I think we've filled that purpose. Please just be careful
I will.
going forward. And when you meet Tutaru, make sure to give her as many sweets as she asks for, because she really likes the mango.
Of
ice.
course. Fantastic. And I look forward to meeting you again. Goodbye.
He will sort of turn and walk back to the other Morrow. Does anyone want to do anything?
Velma
right now?
wants to go back to the scribe.
You walk back to the scribe, and he's not there anymore.
Okay.
If you want to look for him,
She
you can.
absolutely looks for him.
Make a perception check.
Okay. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay. The scribe, at the end of the ceremony, collected the guild pact, moved behind the stage, and began the arduous process of placing this completely invaluable document onto a table and spreading it out. There is a documancer there who is casting a copying spell and making copies of the guild pact to be spread around the world.
His name is Xerox.
His name is Xerox. They appear to be just finishing up with that process, and Arthur is picking up the original and placing it in a frame.
Velma steals it. No. Doesn't matter.
National treasure! Ravnica edition.
I had to save it! Do you recognize me from other place?
I mean, you're the Lord of Secrets. You're in charge of the whole Dimir Guild. I recognize you from that alone. I don't know. I'm very sorry, Zadek. I am but a humble servant of what is now House Dimir.
Do you know a song about sitting by fire?
Oh yeah, I wrote that in the book.
Which book?
The book I wrote about the trial.
The Advocist and the Urchin
Yeah.
book. This is interesting information.
That's a relevant book, by the way.
Yeah.
If someone were to need to find you in the future, what is easiest way to do that?
I don't plan on sticking around very long.
But let's just say for humor, if in distant future, you're to maybe need to reconnect with an old friend.
Here's my Hotmail
I
account.
really appreciate the kindness that you're offering to me. But as you must be aware, it is very important to have ways of keeping secrets. And I have some of my own. I'm sure you are aware.
I very much respect this aspect of you.
And I can't tell you exactly how often I will be available. I will be sure to return to the 10th district whenever I can. I'll be around, drop in from time to time, but I have other things I need to attend to elsewhere. If you ever need to find me, well, I'm not sure there's a good way of finding me, but you can certainly use a scrying spell or some such. And whenever I'm around and need to touch base, I will, of course, come to House Dimir and drop a line.
So I've got a question.
Yes.
The voice that's been talking to me.
Yes.
Does the Razia part of me recognize it?
You recognize it.
Do I know who it is?
You recognize it as a voice of one of the Fire Main Angels.
Can I identify that Fire Main Angel? Like, are they here?
Can't really. Well, looking about the room, the Fire Main Angels that are in the room, you don't see them communicating in any sort of secretive way.
Then I will stand and go, "To me, my Fire Main Angels!"
Of course, my leader.
And they come to me.
Yes.
Now, I don't want to make a big deal of this or anything, but if Wojaks want to get Gruul tattoos, that should be okay. It's just incidentally. Let's not, like, make a big thing about it, but I do think that should be an official policy.
That is a strange hill to die on.
I can die on whichever hill is worth it.
That is
Justice.
absolutely, you're right.
Yes. Also, were any of you talking to me earlier? I kind of scanned them to, like, look.
We are always talking to you whenever you speak to us. We do our best to respond in a timely manner, but we have not spoken recently previous to this conversation.
Ah, wonderful. Now I know this, but I'm just testing you, because I have to keep you all on the top of your justicey forms. Is there anyone who didn't show up tonight who should maybe be here, or...?
I don't believe that anyone who was invited would have turned down such an invitation, and we've not noticed anyone who is missing.
Anyone who would perhaps talk about, I don't know, like a sacrifice they made or something like that?
All Boros angels make a sacrifice for the good of the Guild Pact.
Yes,
We've
I know.
all made incredible
I
sacrifices.
said that in my speech, I did.
Indeed you did. I'm
It
just
was wonderful.
reiterating the fact.
Justice!
Ah,
Sorry.
justice!
Every now and then it just catches me and I have to yell justice.
Quiet down there.
Fine. We are in his place, and it is just that we have to obey his laws while we're here. But if... Very well. You are all dismissed to go justice.
Absolutely. And they will scatter back amongst the crowd.
Justice! Justice!
The meeting is sort of ending. If anyone has any last second things that they want to do before the vision fades. As the waterfall air. Go ahead and put your regular costumes back on.
I can see!
Thank you for indulging me in,
No, that was wonderful.
in my hope, in
That was
my
amazing.
ridiculous. Yeah, you can put that back on.
What a mind-bending episode.
Thank you to Knoxweiler for the stuff. Go check out Scabby Rooster.
Thank you.
They do a ton of stuff with LARPing and D&D, and
Dope.
really appreciate all of their help.
Thank you.
They've also supplied this delightful terrain, which hopefully we'll get to momentarily.
So long to get these buns on right now.
I'll miss being Caesar.
You wake up and you have a permanent +1 bonus to your wisdom.
Okay, here's what I think it looks like as a tattoo. I think that even, in my opinion, and
Sure.
but I know I pointed to my arm earlier, but I think Velma actually would have asked for it to be in the back of her neck, and some sort of like eye, like perception, wisdom. What do you think? What's you as a DM? What's your pitch? Tell me
Since
your
you
thoughts.
since you pointed to your arm,
Okay.
it would have been put on your arm.
Okay, that's fine.
You wake up. You have a tattoo
Hooray!
that gives you a +1 to your Constitution.
Oh yeah.
Also on your forearm.
Nice.
And you both look down, and the symbol is it's just a bar. It looks like it has 2 parentheses dripping down from it, much like the label or the logo to our show.
Hooray!
That's way better than my dumb idea.
You have those each. You have one on your. You each have them on your
I couldn't
left.
have gotten it as a tramp stamp.
No, I'm not going to let you get it as a tramp.
I did last week.
You
that was
both
like-
have it
like a
on your
butterfly.
forearms,
Okay.
and you look at them, and
Be a
they do
stamp.
undulate and have a little bit of latent magic to
Yeah.
it. You two look down at your forearms
No, 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 no,
and
no, no.
have the same tattoo.
No!
They were not given by Maya.
Oh.
One of you gets a +1 to Constitution, and one of you gets a +1 to Wisdom.
What do you want?
And you all get +1 to cool!
And you have a +1
So
to Wisdom.
radical.
Yeah.
That is very strange. I don't understand
your
why.
card?
What? Are you all right?
If you want Colin, you can.
Well,
I've never
was a
seen.
trip.
before,
Yeah,
which matters.
usually
yeah,
it is a
what
bit
is
of a
it?
trip,
Oh, you
but
go for
it
it.
doesn't really manifest the way that.
adding to
As I was giving the tattoos, everything was going normal, and then suddenly there was a confluence of I don't understand. I don't know.
Well, I had the strangest dream throughout that whole thing. I, signed the Guild Pact and stuff.
You signed the Guild Pact.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds weird. I wouldn't
You
talk
went-
about that in public if I were you.
You went back to typically when the tattoos are given, they are given to a ancestor of some kind or a spiritual figure from their past. Depending on the power of the person being given, tends to reflect how far back or how relevant. I've only seen events go that far back 2 times before.
Well, I didn't ask for a tattoo. I didn't want this.
This
Why-
I've never seen. I don't understand how this has happened.
Wait, let's go back to this other statement. 2 times before, with whom? Was one of them Jace?
Yes, one of them was with Jace. It went way far back.
How far back did Jace go?
I believe before, long before.
That's
Guild
not,
Pact.
Okay. And then the other one?
Domri Rade.
Interesting. Do you know where he was sent back to?
He did not talk about it.
Okay.
That
this is
didn't actually, like,
strange.
happen, though, did it?
I don't understand what you're asking.
Well, but I
was at the Guild
there.
Pact, so I guess I would know.
They didn't, Razia didn't say anything about, like, having horns or not having horns and it being weird, right?
Oh, she did do that. That's weird.
That did happen?
You're messing with us.
It's very strange. I mean, I guess I could be messing with you and you would never know, but
I would.
I did.
make an insight check.
I'm just kidding. I was
Okay,
being
sure.
sarcastic.
I'm stumbling over the name. Did Caesar...
I'm gonna make it.
That was your guy's name, right?
Yeah.
Did Caesar, like, keep trying to feed stuff into Fog there?
Yeah, that was very funny. I thought that was quite adorable. That they were getting along so well after so many years of war and strife between the 10 guilds. Why are you asking me about all this? You were just there. If you saw, you must have been there.
We didn't
Wait,
even
you
see
were
it.
there-
We were
wait.
there.
You were just, but you saw it happen. You did not,
We
you know.
participated. It felt real.
You,
We
what?
gave speeches.
I was life itself. I felt everything and every living thing there.
I spent, like, 9 minutes cleaning myself in Azor's bird bath.
That is very strange. I
wrote a
don't
small
understand that
law.
at all. Weird. Very strange. I mean, this transference is new. I've never seen that before. The ability to have lucid hallucination seems interesting. I don't know. But while you were under, so to speak, I did hear the horns from a very far distance. If you are going to make your way, you should go very quickly.
What does the horns mean?
They are signaling the clans. The clans are going to be returning if you're going to get your items.
Right, we have to get up in that
From
tower.
the tower.
The clock tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
The fewer Gruul we have to fight on our way there and back, I think the better.
Astorok, do you know the way?
Yeah, let's just fly there.
What? No, not.
But you hate flying.
I was talking to.
True.
Sorry,
It felt better.
I was talking to senior, not junior. Sorry.
Oh, just call him Rock. Blue, how could you do that to me?
I thought it'd be funny.
Fair enough.
I do. I have navigated these grounds before. One might say I've stomped all over them.
That's a very specific thing to say.
Yes.
All right, lead the way.
All right. And you've been to the Rage Pits before. The Rage Pits, as you know, are a massive complex, which we can cut to our beautiful map at this point, which I will be putting into place because some of the pieces needed to be... the deck box is not on the map.
No.
You all will be approaching from a decrepit bridge that has sort of fallen into disrepair a little bit from this side, over on this side of the map. This is your entry point, and is sort of in a bit of a valley, and you can traverse down the bridge, and the clock tower, which was spoken about,
Damn!
is right there.
So cool.
I love this. Thank you so much to Knox for all of that.
It is more.
I know, that's why I was thinking it. That's why I thought of it.
And you are approaching from that bridge there. You also notice the massive skull. Imagine that this is one eye instead of two eyes.
Ah,
But this is Borborigmos's remains in a tree over here on this side of the map.
Tree.
A massive bonfire at the center of the complex is apparent. And we also have one other tall piece, which, Astorok, if you wouldn't mind placing in the far corner of that map.
Like
that? Turn it a little bit more towards the camera. There, that's perfect. You're aware of this complex. You know that there is essentially like a thrown pile of random garbage and former opponents of Domri Rade. In this pile, this is a massive bonfire, and the clock tower complex is still relatively complete, and no one is allowed in this upper portion. Most of the clans are away at this point. There's a bit of a skeleton crew of security forces that you see wandering about the complex.
Are they skeletons?
They are not skeletons. I wish I had said that otherwise.
Because I feel like skeleton crew has a pretty specific meaning in Ravnica.
So you see one ogre that's sort of patrolling there. You see a couple of these are actually anarchs, I believe is what they're called, Rebel Belt anarchs, by the pit there, and leading them appears to be a very small Viashino person who is sort of standing and giving them orders. You also see animals just about in general. There's a maca that's sort of wandering, and then you see a feral wolf sort of passing by over here as well. What would you like to do?
Real quick, so while we were on that vision quest, would that
Yes.
be counted as a rest?
Sure. You all
Yes.
got, I'll call it a short rest
Alright.
And a sweet tattoo.
and a sweet tattoo.
This is anything but sweet. I have to hide this forever.
We'll go through the proper channels to get it approved.
She didn't give us any like
That.
creams we're supposed to put on it every day and stop it from getting infected.
It's a Gruul tattoo. You want creams? Come on.
Yeah, the blood is part of it.
I'm just saying, you gotta keep this stuff clean.
And the map is yours to do with as you please.
I point. There it is, the clock tower.
Yes, there it is.
So glad we brought a guide.
Well, should we just barge in, or is there a better way to do this?
Well, I have been known to sneak into places. I could make myself appear to be a Gruul, but I'd hate to split us up again. That didn't almost go well for me last time.
Right, we could try another distraction to get you an easier route.
Perhaps not punching a bunch of people this time, just as a thought.
Look, I've got like one mode of encountering people, and it's punching people. And you all know this about me.
You can be nice when you need to be. Well,
We've seen you chat up many a fellow in the bars of the Boros.
Yeah. But still, when it's Gruul, that's how you communicate. That's the equivalent of Gruul chatting up. Back me up on this.
Yes.
See?
He's just being
Very
nice as
charming,
a father.
Minotaurs. They say we keep it all in our horns. The charm.
I mean, he is very charming.
You got it. So.
You hear the horns in the distance.
all right.
Whatever it is, we should probably hurry, so trying to avoid as much fighting as possible would probably be best.
Let us boogie.
All right, let's start boogieing.
All right, we walk down that bridge.
So do you want to be stealthy or do you want to barge?
I don't know how we can all be stealthy. I just don't
Pretty
know if it's
loud.
possible.
Barging is
Well,
in
Velma
my
will
nature.
stealth ahead.
It's
only
getting a
as
little bit
scout.
darker. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit darker. And so you are how far ahead? Like this far ahead?
Yeah, I think she would go as far as she could with her speed distance, but like,
Well, if you're dashing, you can get to the bottom.
okay,
You could probably get to there.
yeah. Should I roll for stealth?
Yes, please.
Okay. Looking at my stats, that wouldn't change. Okay, so all right. Okay, so that's only going to be a 13.
Okay. Let's see if anyone notices you. Nope. Sure don't.
Okay, wow.
That's a
That
1
That's a pretty
on the
fine.
dice. So
She actually trips and falls. Does
Right.
something? No.
The Viashino that's giving orders is sort of, hey, you guys need to be keeping an eye on out here. You're messing around, doing your little rabble rousing. Come on, you got to be paying closer attention. As the Maka appears to be disinterested in the noise and is sort of scooted off that direction. Let's do a check for the Maka. Maka sees you but doesn't care, really. And then the ogre is so far away that they're irrelevant.
Well, she still has Gruul.
Yes, you still have the Gruul stuff on. Yeah, the Maka is sees you but is disinterested.
Okay.
Okay, I have an idea. What if Rock here brought me in as some sort of prisoner? Sort of his way to buy entrance back into the clan almost.
What about me and Tuturu?
You can back us up in case they actually try to eat me or whatever happens when they take a prisoner.
Well, you want us to just wait back here and see if anything goes wrong? Two of us aren't exactly subtle when we go around.
That's true.
I am no diplomat.
Right. Okay, that's not gonna work then.
As you're towards the end of this bridge, by the way, the Viashino, I mean, you can't really tell Viashino apart so much, but you think that this is at least similar to the Viashino that you met when you came through Gruul territory last time. So similar build, similar attitude.
Okay.
No way to tell if it's the same one. Pretty unlikely that it would be the same one, but that style of being.
Okay.
Actually, let me see if it's the same one.
Okay.
20, it's the same one. Nope.
Okay.
Let us walk.
All right.
We're just gonna barge in then?
I am accepted here.
Okay, just convince them that we're friends.
Okay. So you will go ahead and move those minis forward a little bit. Velma, as they move forward, what are you doing?
Since she's kind of scouting, I think she wants to stay ahead of the party as best she can.
Okay.
So I think she will probably move towards the entrance area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can get to sort of this wall here, probably with one movement, and then if you want to dash, you can get
Let me just slide
closer to the building.
Yeah, I think she will.
Wee.
It's a slip and slide.
Slip and slide.
Okay.
I would have you make another stealth check.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you're dashing.
One of those things that like craps tables have.
Well, that is going to
Like slide them down.
be
Yeah.
24.
Yep, I'm not going to beat that. You get to the entrance
Jack
of
Bowering
the tower here. The rest of you making your way down, and you're not attempting to stealth at all, are you?
I'm not. If anyone
Okay.
else would like to, you're more than welcome.
I mean, if you're not. I'm
Nobody in
Too
this party
loud.
can stealth.
Yeah.
but
That's
me.
not our thing.
Halt!
Like a bunch of armor.
Who goes there? What business do you have at Skarrg?
We have come to Skarrg.
Yeah.
Right, I got that. What business do you have? And the Viashino will approach with the two large beings in tow.
Oh boy, you weren't kidding about that not a diplomat thing, huh?
Oh my.
Yeah, well,
This
Hey.
will frighten off these animals. These animals want no part of this shouting.
who cares about business, right? We're just doing what we want to do.
Yeah, we love war.
That's right. Crusher.
Make a deception check at advantage.
Advantage?
Yeah, advantage, because you're backing each other up in this play.
Wait, who's doing this?
One of the two of you who are just doing it.
I think you mostly. I just said we are here. There's not much nuance.
All right, my deception is a -1.
Oh great.
At
We have
advantage.
advantage.
Well, first one's a 5, and the next one's a 3, so I got a 4.
Jeepers.
Okay.
It did not work.
How dare you come into our territory? You! What are you? You're. What is happening?
We have come to look and inspect.
Inspect.
That's right. We're the building inspectors. We're here to inspect those ruins. They look.
We don't have building inspectors.
Well, he's got to make sure that they're falling down at a fast enough pace.
This one's been up too long. It just needs to be a little more decrepit.
I inspect you.
Oh.
Vishino.
Oh.
Vishino?
Yes, come here.
He's a.
You challenge?
No, inspect.
Inspect does mean challenge.
Make a deception or intimidation. What are you trying to do?
Probably intimidate.
Okay, go ahead and roll intimidate.
God, a -1?
Wait, but you can. Wait,
What?
You get a 2, by the way.
It's a 2.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
2. Very deceptive.
This is actually this
Intimidating.
Astorok in the front here.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. No one inspects me. Let me ask you a question there, friend. You celebrate Rakshov?
Oh
Yes.
Good. Let's celebrate Rakshov.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative, everyone.
Oh, damn.
They still don't see you. So you're going to be taking part in a slightly different kind of event here, while the rest of you are
Which is
going
actually what
through your
for
thing.
that job kind of
So-
thing. So,
Ooh, natural 20.
I also got a nat 20.
Ooh.
Here.
Ooh, you guys go
I
fast.
got a 3 on the niche.
Gotta go fast.
20
You guys see that
plus.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, let's
Get
not
to
talk
those
about
guys.
that. Awful. Yeah, it
This
is.
is going to be
God, is it so bad?
You start the fight and then you're just
7
like.
plus.
weed and
The
stuff.
ogre at this point.
Rakshov! You like Mishov?
Wait,
Yeah.
you guys don't believe in Rakshov?
Let me get my stats
We've
out
had a bad
real
encounter
quick.
with Rakshov.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we went through some
Mobbed.
rubble. Yeah, we got mobbed. And they were like, we're celebrating. We're like, we don't want to fight you. And then we had to murder them.
Correction. I
That's
did
a-
want to fight them.
That is a
Yes,
good
you did.
Velma did pretty
breakdown
good,
of
so Velma was
events.
pretty happy to fight them.
Yeah.
Velma has no qualms about violence.
Wait, where'd Velma go?
Velma is
Oh, I
at
see
the
her.
foot of the clock
Good.
tower.
Great.
Far.
I'm coming with you.
Man, I liked our building fall down
I
inspector.
know, right? I feel like that could be a thing. Like, oh, this has been up for way too long. Like,
No, it was not bad. It
Yeah,
just
it was
didn't. It
actually
just
really
didn't
fun.
pan out.
Yeah.
All right, so these are actually a little too big for this, but these are Rubble Belt Stalkers, and this is an Anarch, and this is an Ogre.
Yeah, has the ogre seen us as well?
The Ogre has now paid
Great.
attention. They are very slow, but they are aware of your presence.
Ogre's got
Who has
glasses on,
who
he
has
saw us.
above a 20?
I do.
What is your initiative?
21.
Wow.
Blackjack.
Let me see what my. Oh, I don't have a plus. So you're gonna be.
Oh, wait, these are on mine. These spells.
20 to 15.
I have 15.
Well, the specifically the radical ones.
15 to 10.
13.
Oh, I'm 15, sorry.
You're
14.
15?
I'm 14.
14? Okay. 14. Astorok. 13. 10 to 5. Okay. This is going to be.
Which one are you looking for?
I'm asking. Conjure Barrage. Wait, I think I found it.
And then you have?
2.
2.
Oh, 3. Sorry, plus on the initiative.
Cool.
Duh.
Lucian, you're up first.
I am. Okay. I think Lucian's still a little wowed that he got to be in Azor's body and even presence. So
Yep.
he is going to straight up use his Channel Divinity, Orders Demand,
Ooh.
present my holy symbol, which is my little book here.
Yeah.
And each creature of my choice that I can see or hear, or that can see or hear me within 30 feet must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
This is the Viashino.
Okay.
That's not going to work. They're going to be charmed. Then one ogre
Good.
gets a natural 20. Or sorry, one stalker gets a natural 20. The other stalker fails. So we'll say the one with the axe is not charmed. And then how far is the range?
It's 30 feet, so I'd probably
30
walk
feet.
close enough to get them within 30.
Right. So yeah, you're good there.
Great. So I will
One
walk
of them
out.
is not charmed.
Okay. I will walk out and say, by Azor's law, stand down, kneel before me. And 2 of them do.
And 2 of them will kneel on their turns for their actions. Yes. Is that how
So
that works?
actually, sorry, they are charmed.
What does
and I
charmed
can
mean?
cause any of the charmed creatures to drop what they are holding if they can.
Okay.
So they will drop their weapons.
So they will drop their weapons. The one with the axe will not drop his weapon.
So they are charmed by me until the end of my next turn, or until they take damage.
Cool.
So I'm going to do that, see that that works, and I'm going to be like, okay, good luck. And then I'm going to start running towards Velma.
Love it.
All right.
So I'll take the rest of my movement
So
towards
you
Velma.
moved maybe 10 feet, so 15, 20, 25, 30.
Perfect.
How's that
That's
work?
where I want to be.
Cool. Next up is the Viashino. The Viashino has dropped his weapon and is not happy about that decision. So
Dumb thing to do.
it's a what kind of action is it to pick up a weapon?
I think it's a free action.
I don't think it's a free action. That seems loose.
Fine.
I think it can be done as part of your movement.
Part of your move.
That makes sense.
Okay. The Viashino, I'll give him a penalty to attack because he has to make up for it, but the closest thing to him is rock. And so the Viashino will move into combat and say say it's time to celebrate, and will try to hit you
Pick up an item.
and miss.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
It's an interaction.
What does that mean?
I guess you get one of these too.
But it's in actions.
No, action, bonus
Oh,
action,
cool, cool,
reaction,
cool.
move, interaction.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
that's why I think you get one of those free. But
All
up to
right.
you.
Well,
But it does seem like dropping your weapon would be a lame thing to make someone do if they just get it for free.
so it's going to not hit you with its spiked club, there, senior. And then it will be Velma's turn.
Okay. Velma, can she see the stalkers through the rubble there?
Through here?
Yeah.
They're gonna have like lots of cover. This is
But
gonna be
can
an
she see
attack.
them?
You can see them.
If she wants
yes.
to cast a spell on them, she can do that from where she's at.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's in like an area of effect kind of spell. Cool.
It is. Okay, so I am going to use my once per day fairy fire as a drow, or a Defcarin in this case. So both of them need to make a dexterity saving throw and beat 15.
Ooh,
One of them gets a 15. The other one gets a 13 plus 2. 15.
Oh, no!
Shoot. Wait, because we're the dice, so nothing happens. Okay, so I use it, nothing happens. Okay. Well, let me see, because it's an area effect.
How big is the area of effect?
It's 20 feet. So if I put it right in between...
15, 20. Can't quite get the Viashino.
Okay, because if I put it right in the middle between both of them?
Yeah, even if... Yeah, it's just over 20 feet.
Okay, fair. Okay. Is there anything else that could happen with that happening? No. Okay, so that was a waste of my turn.
So you have your move.
My move is I'm going to get closer to the door.
Right, so you can go in if you want.
Okay, I wasn't sure if do I need to check for traps or anything as a move?
That's up to you if you want to.
Can I use that as my movement action, checking for traps?
No.
I think seeing that Lucian is coming, I am going to wait for him at this point.
So you'll wait by the door.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna
Tutoru.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since we're going to be fighting, I might as well help you, and I will #bless you, and myself.
Cool.
So you all get whenever you make an attack or saving throw, you can roll d4 and add that to your attack roll or saving throw.
Excellent.
Deeps.
For a while.
Yeah.
It is going to be Astorok's turn.
Okay, Astorok is going to... Is there a place I can go to line up more than one of them? Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is... I'm going to step up...
Exactly where Pops is standing.
Well, basically, I'm going to step up, like, right next to him.
5
to the right of him?
10, 15.
Uh-huh, and
To the
I'm
left or
going
to the right?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I'm just going to... But I'm going to take out my my javelin and just go, I got a rock shove present for you! And just... and launch it at the one who's across from the Viashino.
Okay.
So that it, bursts into its lightning bolt mode.
Right.
And it should, because it will create a 5 feet line, a 5 foot wide line
I'll let
going
you do
through.
it.
So I figured it should
I'll let you do it.
clip the Viashino.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So the Viashino has to make a DC 13 dexterity save. Oh, and I do have to do my attack roll. So let's do that first.
It will make the dex save.
All right. I rolled a...
Don't forget your blast.
Bless. I did forget I was blessed. All right. I rolled a 22.
To hit?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Hot damn!
Boom! Okay.
That hits the one with the axe, right?
Yes.
Okay, that hits.
So... Okay, so... The guy I hit, the Viashino takes 46 lightning damage halved.
4d6. Okay.
Halved.
Yep.
So I'll roll the 4. So that's 4, 6, 8, 10. So he takes 5 damage.
Okay.
And then the guy I hit takes also 46 lightning damage, but he doesn't get a save because I hit him.
Yep.
So he takes 5, 8, 14, 16. He takes 16 lightning damage.
Okay, that is going to kill that one.
Yes!
As it enters his chest and that
Turns
one
back into a javelin.
right.
I gotta
So
go get
the
that.
one that isn't charmed is now downed.
Dang.
It is going to now be their turn. Since there's only one of them left, it will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 coming up in combat. Actually, it could have gotten to you, so it's actually going to come over to you, Astorok.
Did it pick up its weapon? Or is that the one that didn't?
Yeah. Oh no, that's that one had to pick up its weapon, so it did pick up its weapon.
Cool.
And it is going to swing at you with its.
Bring it on!
What does it have? It has a short sword.
Looks like I'm ace.
That's a 3 on the dice. It has multi-attack.
Oh.
20, that's a critical.
20's gonna hit.
And the last hit, 13 plus 4, 17.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, the 20 is gonna hit.
Wow, what's your armor class?
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
lot.
like he swings at me 2 times. I'm like,
You call that a hit?
and then he hits him.
Oh!
He like shivs you right in a gentle spot.
Oh! Fire maid! Yeah, that's a hit.
12 damage.
Ooh.
As the Anarch, or not the Anarch, sorry, the Rubble Belt Stalker is able to deal a good amount of damage into you.
The whole town was afraid of the rubber belt stalker.
And it's going to try to gain the high ground moving around you.
It's finding an egress.
Did it move out of my?
Nope,
secondary?
still in combat range.
Cool.
It's over, Astorok.
Now it's going to
I
be
have
the
high ground.
ogre's turn.
Ooh, ogre.
The ogre, which is over here,
Ogres.
Ogre
I have
here?
+1 slaying knife.
is really interested by all the noise. I'm going to have it make an intelligence check to see if it notices other beings. 13 plus... plus. Minus 3 is a 10. I think double digits might be enough. So it's going to start 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Huh?
Wait a minute. Am I still in my 24 stealth though?
No.
Okay.
No way.
Okay.
Yeah, you've sprinted to this door, and now you're out in the open.
Right, but when I got to the doors when you had me cast the second stealth.
No, that's when you cast Fairy Fire.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you did stealth back here. You did 1 stealth here and 1 stealth
Okay,
here.
no, that's fine.
And now we're sprinting.
Okay.
So there's not enough time to hide.
No, very fine. And I also waited for
Right.
Lucian, so I feel like that would.
Hey, Pops.
Hello.
What do you want to do?
Well, I was gonna cast a spell when they're all in a nice little cone there. That was just me and the Viashino.
That's how it goes.
I will use my horns as a natural melee weapon.
Great. Go ahead and do it.
Screaming, Krushka, whatever.
Kushkov, whatever.
Krushka. So it's
Horn,
1d6
horn,
plus
horn.
2 for piercing.
Do you have to roll to attack?
I believe so, right?
Okay.
If this is just a physical attack?
Yeah.
Or I could use my Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
My Shillelagh.
Yeah, Shillelagh would be a spell as a
Shillelagh.
bonus action that lets you
Shillelagh.
enchant your weapon.
Oh, okay, I see.
So your stick becomes a magic stick.
Okay, well, let's do that then. I'm
Great.
gonna Shillelagh it up.
So you go ba-na-na-na, and you have a magic stick, and so
Yeah.
you're going to deal additional damage when you...
1d8 plus 3.
Right.
and then
I always
the-
pictured this becomes like the baseball bat from Smash Brothers.
Yes.
Once you cast Shillelagh on it,
So I should roll for attack.
knock him out.
Yoink. 9.
Plus.
It's got to be plus.
Strength in this case,
it's
or is
right-
it wisdom?
This would be
Whatever
wisdom.
strength
Wisdom now that you've cast Shillelagh.
15.
15 is...
And
You also get your proficiency bonus.
Oh, you're
Yes.
blessed. Well, no, that's added in there, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
There's so many things I am.
So many numbers.
So for the cast of Shillelagh is 12,
Okay.
right? And then this is the attack.
Yeah, you add your Shillelagh bonus, which would be
6. So
your...
it's
Yeah,
up there.
so a lot. Yeah, you
Okay,
hit.
you're fine.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, do you have a d8 I can borrow? I'm gonna roll my blessing first because
Great.
I'm just great.
Right.
That's a 3.
You wanna know how
So
blessed
it would
you
have
are.
hit even more.
Yeah. And then
D8 is the
Here's one of
hedron.
mine.
this.
There you go.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
1d8. That's a 1.
Plus,
Plus 3, so it's 4 plus 3 is 7 damage.
right on death's door is that Viashino
Oh.
as you smash it with your boop. You boop its snoot. That is gonna go to initiative count 0.
Oh.
As it seems like once the clans were signaled, additional reinforcements were told to arrive. and you see a pair of Gruul centaurs.
Great.
Neither of them are Daithi.
I was gonna say.
Begin charging
Hey, they're
across
friends.
the bridge down towards you.
What sort of trouble are you getting yourselves into over there?
Top of the round.
Irish and Scottish.
It
Lucian.
was pretty good though.
Okay, I'm going to see this ogre sort of advancing towards Velma, and I'm going to walk the 30 feet as far as I can get, not towards it,
Okay.
but towards just straight that way.
Straight to the
Yeah.
Wow, we are
5,
running
10,
away
15,
from us.
20, 25, 30.
And then I'm going to look back at Velma and say, like, go, I'll hold this. And I'm going to cast Hold Person
Cool.
on this thing. I guess I should wait to see if this works. And then say that.
Hold,
Pretend I
so you
said
say hold person. Define person.
it. Humanoid?
Not a humanoid. Ogres are giants.
Farts.
So
Okay,
I
hang
will
on.
assume that you
Hang on.
have
Do
to
not do that.
Do not do
I
that.
do not do that. Okay. I will then cast Command.
Okay.
I speak a one-word command to a creature I can see within range.
Yep.
Wisdom saving throw.
Not very wise.
It's a 2.
That's a 2 on the dice. -2 is a 0.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
So it
Dumb.
fails.
Okay, so I will say, grovel at the feet of the Azorius Senate, which means at the start of its next turn, it falls prone and ends its turn.
Cool.
That's all it will do.
Dope.
Gotcha.
All right, go. I have this. Go.
Okay. It is now the Viashino's turn. The Viashino you see with its spiked club. The spiked club appears to have the Gruul symbology on it, and the spiked club Gruul symbol glows as if it's a charm a little bit. And it is going to cast Thunder Wave at 3rd level with its Gruul charm,
Dang.
which is going to require dexterity saves, I do believe, from Astorok, and Tuturu.
Wait,
Attorneys at law.
who's
Which
casting
Astro?
this?
Both.
I know. I was.
In either
All
order.
your dice are
You-
cursed.
whoever I'm talking to, you're the one I'm
Yeah,
talking
great.
about.
All right.
Wait, who's casting
What
this?
saving throw are we
The
doing?
Viashino.
Dexterity saving?
I can't see him, right?
You cannot see him from where you are.
Oh no.
I have an 11.
Okay.
I have a 3.
I got a 20. Not a natural 20, but a 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty.
Okay.
Astorok's been a dirty
A
cow.
dirty boy.
So
must
everyone
have
who got
tipped him.
everyone who got higher than a 12 made the save.
Wait, I got 11.
Oh, 12's not bad.
No.
Going down with me.
Math.
Someone tip that cow.
No.
Then
Someone's about to cook that cow.
those of you who failed are going to take all of this damage and be pushed 10 feet.
See, I was right.
I mean, how much damage could it be, right?
It's 2d8.
2d8.
Do you heal them?
This little Viashino got
If you
some.
choose to.
You take 11 thunder damage.
That's enough.
And-
I'll take
And-
half that, right?
Boom, 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 and you'll take half, so you'll take 5, and you do not move. You are not pushed. It also makes a thunderous noise audible out to about 300 feet.
Jeez.
So you think that that might have garnered some attention from the nearby Gruul. Velma, it's your turn.
Does the
First thing I'm going
sorry.
to do.
is our big boy over there distracted by it?
Potentially.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's also had a spell cast on him. So.
Oh, right.
First
Yeah,
thing
you
I'm going to do
I got
is
him.
use my other once per day drow power, which is to cast darkness.
Oh,
Oh wait. Oh, I can't. I can only do one or the other. So okay, never mind.
Oh, okay.
I thought I could use one. I thought I could use both of them, but I
This
guess
is your
I can't.
Devkarin.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
you can only
you
use
get
one or the other. I didn't know
That
that.
makes
I thought I could do each one once per
That would be
day.
good.
Yeah.
I also had that too, but I could only do one.
Here's my question: does this ogre have on metal armor of any sort?
Does the ogre have metal armor?
Yo, I got
No,
this
they are
ogre.
wearing
Got
hide.
this.
Okay.
Go get that tower.
Okay, then I'm actually going to use my action
Yep.
to search for traps by the door.
Okay. Make a investigation check.
Okay. Okay, that is, I rolled a 19 plus 3, so I have 22.
Okay. You do see that it is indeed trapped,
Okay.
and that
Oh my.
the door has a trigger. This is sort of like it's very Home Alone, where unsuspecting people who would open the door, it looks like there's something mounted to a bar
Okay.
that has a sharpened spike on the end of it
Okay.
that would swing down.
So, I don't need to necessarily deactivate the trap, but
Correct.
can I basically, using my movement, like,
avoid that trap?
Yes, you can trigger the trap right where your head would have been and stabbed you directly in the chin.
Okay.
Instead, you open the door and are able to move around it.
Okay. And before I move through the door, I am going to hum a few bars and give Lucian a point of bardic inspiration. And I'm at level 5 now, so you get 1d8 instead of 1d6.
Yeah.
So you have that for the next 10
You
minutes.
inspire.
Greatly inspiration. All right.
So Velma like she does like she like I think like so much hum is because like she can use her fans as magic. Yeah. So as inspiration, so she like goes to the door and she kind of just goes like. And she goes to the door and you just feel like, oh well.
Never a bad time
And
for
then
your music,
I
Velma.
head in. So.
You also notice, by the way, anyone who's looking, as the 4 of you have become separated, the tattoos are beginning to fade just a little bit.
Oh.
From all of us, or
Do we
just
know this?
From just from you two.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry, no, from all of you, I guess. They don't lose their potency, but they do sort of look older.
It's because we didn't put lotion on them.
And you have a little bit of movement left if you want to start moving.
Yeah. I moved.
Okay.
I moved in. I hadn't moved it all yet, so I will
Yeah.
move in. I'll use my whole movement to get as far as I can. And
So
everything.
you're able to move in 15 feet and then start, and you see the stairs.
Okay.
They're pretty decrepit. I would have you make a structural integrity of the building check. No, I would
Perception?
say this could be perception, yeah.
Okay.
There's a group-
Well, I'm glad I had now have a +1 to my perception.
Right, and it's pretty dark in here, but you have dark vision, so it's okay.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, even with that +1, I only rolled an 8.
Okay.
I mean, the Gruul go up there. How bad could it be?
Right, exactly.
That's,
So
they
we're
don't mind
gonna-
dying.
Let me.
They don't mind getting hurt.
No, they mind dying. That's the Golgari.
Nope. So you're fine.
Okay.
They creak and crumble under your feet, but you're able to start making your way up. I would say that you are on the. You get to the 2nd level.
Okay.
You do not see any other forces as of yet.
Okay.
But you're on the 2nd level of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And you've moved into the
So
building
I'm
as well.
like here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say you're in there, and you
Cool.
do not see or hear anything or anyone.
Okay.
Good luck, Miss Sweet.
Tutoru.
All right. So have the centaurs noticed us yet?
It does not appear so. Does not appear. They are. That's not a true representation of how
Alright.
close they are.
Okay.
They seem to be moving.
Oh, even with the thunder from the.
Oh, the thunder certainly got everyone's attention within
Right.
300 feet.
war
So, yeah, and that's from the Gruul charm, so they might recognize it.
Cool. Which one's close to dying again? Was it the
The
Vishino?
Viashino.
The Viashino is close to dying. This one has not taken any damage just yet.
That hasn't taken any damage? Ugh. All right. I will go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on the Vishino.
Okay. Is that a attack or is it a save?
It's a dex save.
Dex
Oh,
save.
they're super dexterous though, aren't they?
Not worth a
Not,
shot.
not quite. 4 on the dice.
A nerd.
The dice say different.
He's got 1 hit point left, so
Yeah.
we'll say that he dies.
Yay!
He's sort of blown away by magical, spiritual, sacred flame.
After doing like
Also looks like
33
leaves.
damage. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
looks like leaves
It
as
did
sort
do
of
that,
it
yeah.
becomes the art to Path to Exile
Yeah,
as
exactly.
it becomes
Cool.
and fades away in Celestia's grace.
Usanoston.
So the Viashino is no more. Astorok.
Oh, real quick with my
Oh,
bonus
sorry.
action.
Go ahead. Yes.
I will cast. Do I want to do Shield of Faith yet? Yeah, I'll do Shield of Faith on Astorok.
On-
The
on-
Astorok.
on the young.
Asterisk.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
It's-
not yet an Astorok.
Yeah. This is Pliny the younger. This one's Pliny the elder.
Yeah.
And so you'll cast it on the younger.
Yes.
Great.
What you'll see is like a little like thing of like trees that like are white. They kind of like cup around him.
Astorok, it's your turn.
So you gave me here the immovable rod. I can't remember who's holding that. Is
I
that
am.
me?
Oh,
we
you
keep
have
It is
it.
you.
I believe it's
Yeah,
me.
you went and fetched it.
Oh, okay.
Unless you took it at some point, which is why you have this.
No, that's fine. I just didn't remember because I could have done something with it, but I'm fine not doing anything with it.
Hey, if you say so.
Nope, it's all right. The guy is on the. So the guy is like standing on the
Yeah.
collapsed bridge.
He's
next
a little
to
bit
me.
higher up than you, so you aren't going to be able to charge or really get a good angle.
Sure, that's fine. I know this was like in older versions. I don't think it's here anymore. There's no way to like trip someone or anything, is there?
This could be. We could make it like a grapple kind of check. Like, do you want to grab his ankle and jujitsu pull him out from under himself?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay. Make a grapple check.
All right.
And I'll make a dexterity save.
Yeah, so he gets up on the high one, and what I want to imagine is happens is like Astorok is kind of like and tries to hook his leg
Sure.
with the his battle axe.
The crux of the
pull him
battle
off
axe? Love it.
The thing.
Okay.
So I got a 7, which should be a 14.
Okay, I have a 2 on, I have a 2
No,
on the
you're not
dice.
blessed anymore. I'm
I'm not
sorry.
blessed. Oh,
Shield of
blessed,
faith.
I
forgot.
have a 2 on the dice.
Still works.
So you are able to pull this creature down. I will say that it doesn't do any damage, but he is prone on the ground.
Okay.
Ooh,
Gotta hurt.
Ow.
So now that he's down, I want to use my action surge.
Perfect.
So I kind of pull him down, like off of the high ground there.
Yep.
And then pull my axe out, and I'm just like, happy rock shove! And I want to take my attacks again.
Get him.
Do we have to murder them? Like, do we have to?
Like, yeah.
You're not there.
I know, but I'm just like,
yeah.
in his head, he probably was like, don't murder them. Shut up, Luke.
First attack, it misses.
Okay. It's a 1, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Second
got to your head.
attack,
That'll do it.
probably doesn't hit. That's a 12.
12 does not hit.
Doesn't hit, even when they're prone?
Oh, you have
makes
advantage when they're prone.
Oh, yeah.
So that would have been the first roll. Would have been the 1 and the 12.
You're right. Okay,
So
this
now
will be
you,
the
this one's
second
at
attack.
advantage, yeah.
Sweet. I can get one to work. That was a 10. And that's a 14.
14 will hit.
Yay! I was super close to
You got one.
completely
Yes.
flubbing that.
You got one.
All right, so that's going to be a 1d10 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
1d10. That's a 13 damage.
Hey.
Jeepers.
Swoosh.
Yeah, he takes 13 damage. That's enough to cleave him in half.
Ha!
These are not strong beasties. And so the anarchs are
Please don't eat them.
out of here. Now it's Astorok's turn. It is now the ogre's turn. The ogre is going to spend its entire turn wrinkling its face, what's happening, and groveling for its turn.
Pretty good at groveling.
Rock.
Well, seeing as the battle is currently mostly done, I'm gonna head my way over to the clock tower.
Okay.
We'll hold 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
Do you want to hold an action? Do you want to use more action?
Well, can I dash? I guess I can dash
can.
to go further. Yeah, I'll dash to go further.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're right behind Lucian.
Yeah, I go up to him and just breathe heavily on him with my big minotaur nostrils.
Looks like it went okay over there.
Yes.
Guess
I
what?
did
It's
nothing.
it's the end of it's the end of the round. That means that those centaurs are going to start. Well, they'll get to about, we'll say,
Move pretty fast.
Yeah.
they have like a
Unfortunately.
movement of like 50 or something. They'll get to about
Double
there-ish.
50.
Okay.
And
Oh,
lumbering its way in from way over there
Uh-oh.
appears to be a giant of some kind.
great.
Oh boy, I hope giants know how to grovel.
Real big.
Top of the round, Lucian.
Okay, so this thing is on the floor. Oh boy. I can make it inside the door now that the trap has been sprung, right?
Sure can. You can avoid the.
How big is this doorway?
It is 10 feet tall, about 15 feet tall at the highest point, 10 feet wide. It's very ornate church doors.
Well, what I want to do is, you saying and Move a Rod gave me the idea of just using it at the door to like just hold it there, leave it floating, and just be like, okay, go Velma, because I'm holding them as far as I can.
Sure.
They're pretty big creatures, so those big dudes probably
Yeah.
couldn't get in with a rod just floating in the middle of it.
The humanoids are able to move past it. It's
Sure.
like a subway
Yeah,
turnstile.
exactly.
Where the immovable rod in the way means
Yeah.
that large creatures aren't going to be able to get inside.
Perfect.
My idea with the immovable rod, by the way, was that I was going to try and put it behind their leg and click it
And hold
push
the door?
them over.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, that too.
Like
would also
with the
work.
hammer when
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool.
That's pretty
So
good
you
too.
click the immovable rod, and that's your.
So I'll walk in there, put the rod up, and I'll say to Astorok Senior, Rock Senior, you okay with this? I'm just gonna hold the fort, literally.
I just look at you and be like, weak.
Yep, that's about right.
That was Lucian's turn.
Yeah.
Velma.
For sake of time, I'm going to just go ahead and use a dash to get as far up as I can, but my passive perception now is 13. So
Okay.
that's
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, 35, 40. And you are up here.
okay.
Once you are in the clock tower, you do see a large bell
Okay.
that is there, not attached so much, but sort of like sitting
Okay.
there.
Like it's fallen, but it hasn't crashed down.
It's
through.
fallen, it has not crashed through.
Okay.
You are up in this belfry. You see large piles of items, trophies, many skulls, many bones, piles of gold, a few bars of platinum, weaponry, shields, and one thing that definitely catches your eye, which is placed on a I guess it would be where the ropes used to be for the bell.
Okay.
Placed in sort of a position of honor. It's a very strange looking belt, like a weightlifter's belt.
Okay.
Except for that instead of being made of leather, it's made of what appear to be sandstone blocks.
Okay.
And it is seated in a place of prominence up in the belfry of the tower.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
I think that's all I can do. Okay. I already dashed.
Cool. You're up in the roof.
Yeah.
Tutoru.
I'm gonna dash that way as well for now.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna just go behind Astorok.
Just right here?
A little bit,
Here?
yeah. I'll stay there and kind of just like keep an eye.
Cool.
Ooh, centaurs are gonna mess some stuff
Yeah,
up.
seriously.
They're gonna goof you.
Bring it on, centaurs.
It's the ogre's turn.
Oh,
sorry.
Real quick, as
Oh,
my
no,
action.
no, it's not. Never mind. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get an action.
Yeah, as
Right.
my action, I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy? I don't know.
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy
Thaumaturgy.
on the fire over there to make it even brighter to try to distract
Okay.
that ogre.
Sure. I
like that.
How would I even do that? Let's use this.
Oh, it's such a big fire.
Big
It's a
shiny
much
fire.
bigger fire than it used to be. Yeah, and it sort of grows larger. Very nice. After Tutoru is Astorok's turn.
So Astorok sees the centaurs coming at him. Now, you'd say it's not a place where I can really charge at them, right?
Yeah, I would say it would be very difficult. I would make you make a probably athletics check to try to charge.
Okay, actually, I don't think I'm gonna charge. What Astorok's gonna do instead is just kind of flip his axe around a couple times and like look towards him and be like, and just ready in action to attack the first one.
Sounds
Or-
good.
Yeah,
You are ready.
yeah. I'm gonna attack whoever gets closest to me first.
After Astorok is the ogre's turn. What happens to the ogre now? It's been commanded.
That's it. It was only for one turn, so now
it will spend
resumes.
half of its movement to get back up. And then it has 40 feet of movement. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Ugh, it doesn't quite get there. Yes. And its reach is just 5 feet. It's going to dash 5 feet. Right up to you, buddy.
Can't wait.
It's
Doesn't
your
that give him
turn.
attack of opportunity if he dashes right next to him?
No.
Okay.
Only if he
when they
leaves.
leave,
Yeah.
Yeah, leaves
Only if he
within
leaves
5
the
feet.
attack.
It feels like it should.
There's a feat that does that. It's
It is
really
your
good.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get to take additional actions if I dash attack basically with 20 feet, and I have 30 feet of movement. So can I move? Nope, it's too many feet. I have to dash at least 20 feet. Okay, I'm going to look at this dude. I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna shillelagh my. I'm gonna
Thaumaturgy and Shillelagh.
I'm gonna
Go run it,
shillelagh
go.
it up, and I would just smack this guy as hard as I
Okay,
can.
go ahead.
I believe that is it. I'm not looking to. Ooh, I could have spider climb when you guys at the tower. Maybe.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's
That
right.
would've
You're
been
right.
All right, so for the attack, that's 11 plus 17 plus 18.
18 will hit. These things are not hard to hit. They just are big old sacks of hit points.
Am I still charisma?
no.
1d8 plus 3. What? 1 again?
Oh my
Oh
God.
no, Senior, come on.
4.
4 damage?
The senior is like, oh, unk.
And that'll hit. 4 damage will hit.
I'm guessing I do not get 2 hits.
No, not as a.
Not as
Not
a
as that
druid.
rogue.
As a druid.
It's going to be the bottom of the round now. That means that it's going to be this giant's turn. This giant 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll see if it's distracted right now. Make an
The
intelligence.
bright fire.
Yep.
Woo.
Rolls a 4. It's pretty distracted by the fire, so it'll stop right there for the turn. Instead of using its dash action. The centaurs are going to use their trampling hooves, I do believe.
What's your druid circle?
Or their charge.
I'm circling the mountain.
Ooh.
What's your astrological sign?
Aries.
So they are going to both charge directly at Astorok.
Me, Astorok?
You, Astorok.
All right, well, as soon as
Turn around
one
and help
gets
you,
in,
buddy.
I get to...
Yep, so go ahead and roll your attack.
Yeah. So I get to 2 attacks on him.
Yep.
That's how I do.
That's how fighter work.
That how fighter work. So I got a 15.
15 hits.
Hurrah!
Not hard to hit.
Okay. Then it's 1d10 plus 4, which is a 7.
Okay.
Next attack!
Yes.
15. I mean, that's a 15 on the die,
To
so
hit.
it
Yep.
defo hits.
You're good.
And that's the same amount. It's another 7.
Okay. And you're able to get those swings in with your axe just as they attempt to trample you. Let's see if you're able to dodge out of the way. One of them gets a natural 1. The other one has a 9 plus 6, 15.
Look at my armor class?
Yeah, I assume that does not hit.
Good.
So these get to make 2 attacks, one with its pike and one with its hooves,
Oh, wow.
or 2 with its longbow. So now it will attack you. They will attack you with their pikes. 13 plus 6 is 19.
19 does hit?
No, you're plus 2.
and
You have
then-
Shield of Faith.
Yes! Shield of faith! Shield of
So
faith!
that one will. So the 19 will miss, right? 21 will hit.
21 will hit?
Okay. 21.
Shield
so
up.
one of the pikes finally finds
Could have been
purchase.
worse. Could have been 2 hits.
And that's going to be 9 piercing damage.
9 damage.
9 piercing damage. That is going to be the end of the round. Top of the round, Lucian.
Okay. So I can still see out and see this ogre, right?
Yes.
Because the door essentially does not.
Yeah, you're
but-
pretty far. I mean, you're at the door with the rock,
Right, yeah.
right?
I'm just
you're-
waiting.
You're like.
Yeah, I'm down there. Okay, cool. So I can still cast spells.
Help me, old man needs help.
Wizard needs food badly.
Dad needs.
Wizard needs food badly.
Can't you just conjure up your own? Different game.
Let's see. That's the ogre, not a humanoid. Okay, then I will cast blindness on it.
Jeepers, what do I need to do with the now?
It is a con save.
They have pretty good con. 13?
Nah.
Darn.
So you are blinded for the duration of 1 minute, and you can
Man.
make that spell check. Or save check at the end of the turn.
Man, that ogre's not having a great time of it.
All right, I'm not sure if blinding it's going to help or hurt, but I hope it helps you.
Right.
Hope I'm good at dodging.
Velma.
Let's find
Okay,
out.
again, for sake of time, passive insight is going to be 15, but I'm just going to grab the belts.
Yeah.
Um,
It seems to be the only item that is of particular significance in
yeah.
the room.
And she grabbed some gold too, but like, yeah.
Yeah, well, we can discuss what
Yeah.
that is. It's
Later,
mostly
but yeah.
Zibs.
It's still Velma.
a little bit of
so-
Xenos.
Yeah.
Zaps and zoops.
You're able to
Zip, zap,
find
zap.
a couple of things. We'll talk. We'll,
Yeah, yeah,
we'll roll
yeah.
for random stuff that you're able to find.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
do.
She loots, but the belt is what she grabs.
Right.
Most important.
So you grab the belt,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say make a Arcana kind of check.
Okay. 3.
Yep.
She's taking it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you have the belt.
Okay, and then otherwise, I'm just going to start moving down the steps again.
Cool. So you have your full movement, right? So
Yeah.
15, 30. So you're at this angle
Cool.
right here.
Can she put the belt on?
You could.
Okay.
You're wearing the belt?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm assuming it needs to be attuned, but I figured that was
There,
keep it safe.
there doesn't seem to be any immediate effect.
Yeah.
Tutoru.
How are you looking, Astorok?
Feeling good.
Does he look pretty bloody though?
Yeah, so
Wow.
as the joke I like to say, on a scale of 1 to 49, I'm about a 21.
Okay, great.
I see.
All right, I'll walk up kind of on the other side so I avoid the
This side?
centaurs. Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand on him and say, "Not Celestia, be with you."
Yep.
And cure wounds at level 2, so I get to roll.
Pew, pew, pew.
On deck is
1
Astorok.
D8. D8.
Okay.
That's not D8. Where's my other D8?
You want mine?
I'll just roll 2. 2.
Nope.
4.
4.
I can't see.
2.
4 to 6 plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
So you heal 13.
Yay! That's awesome.
P good.
I've got my my second wind too, so I can heal all up. All right, I'm at 34.
Great. And then I think I have an idea. Let's try to lure them closer to where everyone is so we can get them centered if possible.
Centaur, you mean?
Yeah.
You
We
fit
can
in-
give it a try.
You fit in great here.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to kind of like
That works.
back away if
I'll
I
have it on my
can.
phone anyway.
Good. You're gonna back away?
Yeah.
How far? Towards this guy?
No, kind of towards Lucian. As
Okay,
far
so
as I can. I think I've moved like
That's
yeah, there
probably
you go.
about that much.
Perfect.
Okay.
So, what do you want me to try and
Try
do?
to get them all to converge
Clustered?
over here by the other one that's attacking Astorok Senior.
Okay.
Maybe not the giant one, but these ones.
Astorok Senior's in here.
Yeah.
This is Astorok Junior. Yeah.
You ever heard of centaurs before, Astorok?
About to try it for the first time.
My turn?
Your turn.
Okay, I think that... So first I might as well take an attack on them. So I'll take my attack and then I'm gonna move to try and get closer to over them and hope they'll like follow me in that. Now I will take obviously there'll be an attack of opportunity.
Indeed.
Going, but that's whatever. I can handle it. First attack. Bow, 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 bow. It's a natural 1. Bow, 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 bow. Second attack. It's a 2.
What the
Those
hell?
attacks were a huge waste of time.
Oh no!
And you're still moving?
Yeah, I was thinking about the hurting thing too much.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, you want to go this way?
Yeah,
25, 30.
Mhm.
You're going to take 2 attacks of opportunity here.
Oh.
that seems fair.
Okay.
First one's a 19 on the dice.
Ooh.
Second one's a 17 on the
Yeah,
dice.
that's
2 hits!
You still have the
23 to
divine-
hit is the
He does,
lowest.
but it's only a
Yikes
21.
on bikes.
And so they're going to stab you with their pikes
Seems
again.
fair.
On the way out. Yes.
It's a 1 and a 5, so 6 plus 8. 14 damage.
Oof.
Okay.
At
He
least
good.
I healed you for
He
most
good.
of that earlier.
Yeah, he good. He good.
As they stab at you as you run away.
I'm at 20.
But that wasn't their turn, so.
Right. It is the ogre's turn.
Wait, I also want to, as a bonus action,
Yes.
do my second wind.
Okay.
Which-
So you're able to heal some hit points.
Heals me
Sweet.
1d10 plus my fighter level.
Great.
I
It's going to
believe.
be the ogre's turn now. The ogre is blind and is going to swing wildly to try to hit
So I get 13.
Senior there.
Father.
Yeah.
I have armor 14.
Okay. Yeah, the druids are a little squishy if they're not in animal form.
Indeed.
18 to hit.
Okay.
So that's
hits.
going to be...
It's at disadvantage.
Oh, this is at disadvantage.
He's blind.
That's right. Yes. 16 to hit.
Yep, hits.
2, 9... 13 damage.
Ooh, fun.
As the ogre manages to hit you even though he's blinded. And is
Daddy's at a hot 19, guys.
stay
Oh,
right
no.
where he's at. It is your turn.
Cow
Save
daddy.
him. Save my father.
So, if I was to cast Lightning Bolt, it goes in a straight line 100 feet. Would it hit the guy that's chilling by the fire?
Yes.
Or is there an obstacle in the way?
You know what? This is more fun. It's going to hit the giant. It can peek over the edge.
All right.
You have a lightning bolt. You can lightning bolt right up its eyeballs.
I am going to Lightning Bolt in its face. Dex throw for you. Dex save.
Dex save for both.
Yes.
First one is an 18 on the dice. So that's the ogre. Next one is a 1, which is a critical fail. So the
Nice.
giant, the hill giant that has rounded the corner, is going to take full damage.
Okay.
I mean, they take 3. They're lightning bolts, so.
Right.
Three.
You
So
want them to just
8d6.
8d6.
Yeah, this is
Jeez.
the only spell level 3 I can cast.
Yeah, you may want to use a roller.
Alright, here we go. I got 1, 2,
Here's some more if
3,
you want 'em.
4, 5.
Oh, she's got a bunch. You don't need mine.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 7, 8. Ashley, your dice have failed me all
no,
game.
I'm so sorry.
Hiya!
Ooh, I
Alright.
see.
Oh,
this.
damn!
We have a 10 here. We have a 20, 28, 32.
Dang.
32 damage.
Hot damn! Crack a boom!
And the ogre takes half.
Half, right? So it'd be 16.
So 16 damage. All right, wow. Jeepers, as a lightning bolt streaks out from his hand and creates quite the swath of destruction there. It is going to be the bottom of the round. The centaurs are going to...
Oh, can I move as well?
yeah, you can.
I'm gonna move.
It'll get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage if you move, unless you stay in its combat zone.
It's blind for how much longer?
A minute. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I
it
guess
could
the
have
end of
made
its
a
turn.
save.
Yeah, so it makes a save. Let's see.
Nope.
Nah, it's still
Natural
blind.
1.
So
For-
blind. Will it be blind for its next turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. I think for my own safety, I'm going to move towards you and inside the door. So I'd
Okay.
be like, excuse me, I need to heal.
So it's going to get an attack
Yes.
at disadvantage. 3 on the dice means it's not going to hit.
Right.
So we'll just...
Well, the door is blocked.
You're able to... He's able to scoot past because
Okay,
he's
bro.
not...
He's not monstrous.
Right, he's not monstrous.
In.
Come on,
I need to heal.
Now Senior's turn.
I don't know what
Bottom
we're
of the
doing in this
round
house.
means all of the chaos is going to now happen.
Ooh.
So, I don't know if you noticed earlier, but a thunder wave was cast. This was not particularly a well-built building to begin with.
So it turns out it would have passed our
gosh.
fall apart.
Oh, yeah.
And the bell is a pretty heavy object.
Oh my god, yes. I love this.
It's gonna fall.
Okay.
What?
I need a... First, make me a perception check to see if you notice what's happening, because you're sprinting, you're just like... This is hectic.
Okay.
This will decide whether you have disadvantage or not.
Okay. So. Okay, so this is only going to be an 11.
No, that's not
Okay.
going to be enough.
Fair.
Roll me dexterity at disadvantage.
Oh,
Okay.
Dex is good, though. Dex is good.
Luckily,
I
you'll
do have-
figure
I do-
out that it's
Dex is
falling pretty
my-
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So plus. Okay, so I got.
Oh, yeah.
my, but at disadvantage. So I
Oh,
got
no.
a 16. 16 on my dex saving.
Still fine.
16? Okay.
Yeah, because I rolled a 20 and 11.
Still pretty
but I-
good.
So
it's
you
just-
are able to avoid the bell, like, completely falling on you. You're going to
Okay.
take half damage
Okay.
from this massive bell. So this is going to be a lot of damage
Okay.
still. And
Yeah.
as it destroys the floor, you're going to fall 3 stories.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
god. Okay.
Oh, no.
Could it be the end for our plucky adventurers?
Tune in next time.
13, 19 damage.
That's,
Ooh.
I take half that though, right? Didn't you say that?
Oh yeah, you'll take half of the d6s.
Okay.
So you'll take 13 damage.
Okay.
Because the d10s were... Yeah, okay.
That sounds about right.
That sounds right.
We should do the Rocky and Bullwinkle.
But I
again,
also
where we
fell
provide
3
two
stories.
names
You fell
for the
3
next
stories.
best
Gosh.
as well.
Does that belt do anything for me?
No, the belt
Okay.
does nothing.
Fair. That's very fair.
I am going to impose
The
a minor
belt,
injury on you.
It does
though.
nothing.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So you fell 3 stories.
Okay.
How did you land?
Well, she was.
So you land on your feet.
Yeah, definitely. 'Cause
You
she
have-
was on steps.
You have a
so-
broken foot now.
Broken foot.
You have a broken foot.
Okay.
You're gonna have disadvantage on dexterity.
Okay.
And your speed. You cannot dash.
Can't
Ooh,
dash. Okay,
great.
broken foot. Okay, I'm gonna put that.
And
So,
limp.
How much
Yes.
farther do you have to go?
well, I'm
It's
on the
bottom
ground.
floor.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the ground.
Okay.
On the ground now.
Okay.
As you
so
see.
hang on. Where can I put
It's a
action?
spit. Velma!
Okay. So you said
It's a spit,
said
that's
disadvantage.
Disadvantage on dexterity checks that
Okay.
involve your foot,
Okay, involving foot. Okay.
and no dashing.
So I don't have disadvantage on like sleight of hand things.
No.
Like that. Okay. Involving foot.
Involving your foot. You've broken your foot in the fall,
Okay, and then you said and I can't dash.
and you cannot dash.
Okay.
Then the centaurs
Kinda awesome.
are going to charge at Tutoru.
Toodaloo! Toodaloo!
Yeah, seriously.
They both have multi-attack.
Oh, great.
Okay, you have tons of health, right?
Those are not
Yeah.
gonna 7 plus 13 is
Nope.
the best.
Nope.
Garbage.
And
Get
then
outta here.
the pikes are gonna come. 12 plus 6, 18.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, one of the pikes
Yeah.
hits.
That's okay, you're good, right?
Yeah, I'm amazing.
13 damage
You're down to
Dwarf.
as it
19.
stabs in at you.
Mouth way faster.
Oh no.
The
I
giant.
just went from 32 and also took 13 damage.
The giant's gonna stay distracted. What do we want to do, Dom? We want to keep going? It's that time. Sure. All right, let's finish this fight. Okay, top of the round, Lucian.
I have to use the restroom real quick.
That's fine.
I was waiting
Yeah.
for the game to end. But
Yeah, no worries. Lucian, you are up.
Great.
Sorry.
Is this whole tower collapsing?
It might be.
Great.
Make a
Perception?
perception seems fine.
Okay.
I would let you make nature if you wanted to, just to see the nature of the structure.
I don't know jack about nature. I'll do perception. Hey, 17 plus numbers.
Looks like it might be.
Okay,
Looks
cool.
like it's well, the inside is certainly all fucked up, right? So
Yeah.
it's like a shell of its former self.
Based on the structure, though, would the whole thing fall or just that tower side of it? Because we're closer to the door.
Probably just the tower.
Just the tower. Okay, so the entranceway should be okay. But,
Correct.
But
Unless it falls into it.
regardless,
Oh, no.
Velma's there. So I kind of want to talk to Velma, but she's not here. But if she landed, did rubble land on top of her, or is she
No,
okay?
she's okay.
She's okay.
Just broke a foot.
She broke a foot.
She avoided the bell. The bell collapsed through, and then she sort of fell on top of all the rubble.
Okay, I'm just going to hold until she gets back then.
Okay. And then Velma is also going to hold for Tutoru.
Great. I can't cast a spell in front of them, right? Am I going to tax of opportunity if I do that?
No, you can. They aren't mage slayers. They can. You can go ahead and do it.
Okay, great. I'm going to attempt to cast Calm Emotions on both of them.
Cool. Dope. What do I need to do?
You need to make Christmas saving throws for both of them.
Nope.
Christmas saving throws.
And nope.
Awesome.
Neither of them pass.
They
Save for
hate
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yay! So now they, if they failed, they suppress any effect causing a target to, oh wait, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they're going to listen to me.
Cool.
So I'm like, all right, calm down. That building looks like it's falling. My friends are in there. We need help. No one wants to die right now. Can you please help my friends?
Oh.
Okay. And that is your... Now, calm emotions, does that say that they follow the instructions?
I don't know, actually. Let me double check. I think
They'll
they're
be calm.
I actually don't know if it works in combat.
Make a persuasion
right.
roll for me. Just persuasion.
Oh, that's not good.
You can make the target indifferent about creatures of your choice that
Okay.
is hostile towards.
Okay. Well, you could.
And
That certainly worked. They are
Great.
indifferent towards your cadre now.
Okay, cool.
So they're going to stop attacking.
Until they are attacked or harmed,
Right.
or if
Right.
it witnesses a friend being
You
harmed.
both held your actions.
Yes, I was
You were
waiting for you to
holding
get
for
back.
Velma.
Okay.
So Velma, go
Sorry,
ahead.
I
you're
was
good.
like- I was like waiting
You're
for the game
good.
to
You're
end.
good.
Okay.
Totally good.
One thing I want to do because we kind of we've moved on because of my foot thing.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, I can change my armor.
Correct.
So what Velma did with that bonus action was to make her armor form around the belt she
Perfect.
stole, so no one can see she has it.
Sounds great.
That's why she put it on.
Yep.
Okay. I think that I'm going to use my action to crawl out of the building.
You're able to do that.
Okay.
You're not under rubble. You
but her
landed
foot's
on top,
broken.
but your foot's broken.
Yeah, so she's crawling
So you
on a
can use
broken
your
foot.
entire movement to get out
You
of
could, like, hop on one
there.
leg,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm holding my turn, I'm going to go and help her.
Yeah.
And just pick her
And
up.
pick her up,
And
yeah.
also carry her.
Okay,
up.
so she has him over. Okay.
Click.
Yeah, I'll have to for us to get out of there at least.
Sure. So you have the rod back, and you are both. We'll say you're both out front there-ish.
I hope you found something there to help us.
I think I did.
Astorok.
Okay, so those two are calmed, right?
You're still in the building, by the way. You're
Yeah,
just in the
yeah.
entranceway.
Got you.
the
They're
centaurs
calmed
are
until they are hurt or they see an ally of theirs
hurt.
being hurt. Or the
Okay.
spell ends and then the DM decides what happens.
so I'm
Right
gonna,
now, you have a distracted giant. You have
Is the giant still distracted after getting smacked by a lightning bolt?
Probably.
Good call.
nope.
seems fair.
Yes.
You have a giant over there. You have a blind ogre. You have two calmed centaurs.
Different
That
centaurs.
is
Is
what
them
you have.
bloody? Is the ogre bloody after taking that?
The
smack?
ogre is a little above half.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Wow.
giant took the brunt of it. They're
Oh,
down
I
about
got
a
you, right.
third of the hit points. That 36 took him down pretty good.
All right. I couldn't
32,
make it to
32.
the giant this turn,
To the
right?
giant?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No way.
Good time to heal.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, I'm gonna say I go. Tutoru, this won't last. You get away. I can handle him. And then I'm gonna grab my Boros charm and cast haste on myself.
Perfect. Love it.
So then it's just like I grab the Boros charm and just like the red and white flames of Boros like wrap around me, and suddenly everything about Astorok just like
Yep.
looks
It's the Quicksilver action sequence from X-Men. Do you have a
Exactly.
card for me?
Oh my God, I love it.
Or do you don't have the card?
I don't have
Okay,
the
that's
card.
cool.
You didn't bring my last player.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
You have haste. What do you want to do now?
I think so. I think it takes an action to cast it, right?
It takes an action to use the charm, but
then I
now your
have-
speed is doubled,
Right.
and you have another action.
Okay.
You go action, bonus action.
Right.
how haste works.
My question is,
action, bonus
because I want to give Tutoru time to get away
Yep.
from them. Can I hold just part of my turn now until Tutoru
You can
is
hold
left?
part of
Wait.
your action. Yeah.
I didn't get to move.
Oh,
during my
sure,
turn,
sure,
so
sure.
I would have moved.
So they're both going to get attacks of
Oh, never
opportunity
mind,
if
then
you.
let's just-
Wait,
Aren't they
are
calmed?
Oh, they're
yeah, they're
calmed.
different,
That's
yeah.
right.
That's a really
Yeah.
good
So yeah, you can move. Where do you want to go?
I would have won as far there. Yeah.
You want to go inside?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
This ogre is still blind,
Yeah.
but
That's perfect then.
Cool.
Then now I can move in and.
okay.
and
You want
wreck
to move
them.
in?
Yeah.
Move in, and you have one attack. on
Well,
your turn.
I have two
you
attacks.
You have multi-attack.
Right,
But you have
because-
one attack action.
One attack action.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then next turn I'll have
Yep.
sweet.
Well, keep in mind that these are calmed right now until they
So this is
are
gonna
not
end that, yeah.
attacked.
I'm about to make them less calm.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to get
Sure.
Tutoru
sure.
out of the way.
Astorok casts harm emotions.
Harm emotions.
Yes.
That's right.
I will.
The fight
oh
is
my god!
Was that a,
Okay,
what was
the
it?
first
So it
one's
was
a 2.
out. So first of all, it was out of the dice tray, and we've decided that out of the dice tray is nothing
All right,
because you had a 20 that one time.
I'll take it. It's another one.
One
Wow!
that time. So
That was 1, 2, 2, 1. Is what you've rolled. Is that a 4?
All right,
Four.
so that's
Get
an
rid of that
11.
dice.
Okay,
11
very expensive
will
to do
not
that.
hit the centaur. I
That's
don't
all right.
believe.
This is fine. Everything's cool.
Well, it's good. They're calm.
Yeah,
so
they're
not gonna-
technically, you know.
They weren't harmed.
Technically, they've not been harmed.
I just
You've
looked
just
at
been
the image of-
Why are
yeah.
you swinging wildly?
I just love
Weird.
Astorok turning Super Saiyan
The
and going
ogre-
up and going swish, swish.
The
I'm
ogre is
not
going
used
to
to how
swing
fast my-
wildly and deal, because it's a siege monster, it's going to deal extra damage to this pillar here.
Great.
So it is going to deal some damage to the pillar, and that seems to be its turn. Here's its save. Does not save. It is still blind. It is Astorok Senior's turn.
I'm going to start by casting Healing Word on me.
Okay.
So it's a spellcasting ability for 3 plus 1d4. 3 plus 2. I gain 5 health.
Great.
Nice.
Wait, does that mean they're still calm?
Baller.
Yes.
Yeah,
still
because I haven't
calm.
hit them.
Yes.
They're like, oh, what's this?
Oh, that was a nice breeze.
They were
fan of us.
stretching, you know.
And then I'm going to go ahead and move out of the building.
Yep.
Does Velma need help or she made it out?
She is out of the building. She is limping, and she seems hurt.
Okay, I'll go to her side.
Okay.
Yeah, right back. Yeah, that's
Fine.
yeah.
You want to step out in
She
front?
definitely she's underneath the pillar that's being attacked by
Right.
the.
Can I like grab her and move her aside from the pillar?
Would you let that happen if that happened?
I think if the
Would
Minotaur
you
is trying
let
to
that
keep her
happen?
from being knocked over the
Yeah,
pillar.
I think so, because I can
Okay.
still cast spells.
So
and-
you can
yeah.
move 15 feet, and then I will
I see
let you
druids
move
can
out to
heal.
about here.
Okay,
So you're like carrying me a little bit?
Yeah,
then he
kinda
rips
like,
her in
I'm like
half.
doing
I think
the
Broken
arm
Foot
around the
Velma is
shoulder
more than
thing.
willing to let the guy who's been helping her the whole time.
Right.
Like he hasn't given any
Okay.
indication that he's her enemy.
Bottom of the round, I'm going to make a structural integrity check on this tower.
Great.
Right now, it needs to be under 20 if it to totally collapse. 96 means it's not going to totally collapse. That's going to go down as we stay here. The centaurs are still calm. They're going to do nothing. The giant is going to move.
What the
5,
heck?
10, 15, 20,
What are you
25,
guys doing in my house?
Hey, wait.
Probably going to move this way, 35, 40.
Maybe I should ignore the centaurs and.
What's going on?
Lucy,
not say hey yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, there's so many big dudes around, and I don't know anymore. I'm almost out of spell slots. This is going real bad. Okay,
Get out.
Velma's cool now, so now...
Velma's been cool. Oh,
Those
oh,
centaurs
sorry.
haven't even taken a single point of damage. So.
Yeah, we
one
got
of one of the centaurs is
Not
is
much.
I hit one of them.
taking a little bit.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of hit points on the board right now, guys.
Yeah.
This ogre is big and mean. I'm gonna move forward.
It's still blind though, so.
Well, sorry, the bigger stone
Oh,
giant.
the giant.
Yeah, that dude. Ooh, okay.
So you're gonna move forward to get a line of sight
Shit,
on
it's
the giant.
blind, isn't it?
The ogre is.
Right, I want to see if I can do it twice.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
Is it
my son Asterisk
concentration?
better get GTFO.
It's not concentration.
Or start hitting.
I can do it.
Just run.
Okay, cool. I will cast blindness on this guy too.
Cool. What do I need to do?
And that doesn't harm it.
It is a con save of 15.
Probably not high enough.
I got pretty good con, but +6 is probably unlikely.
Nope. +4. 13.
All right.
So this is also blind.
How long are they blinded for?
1 minute.
1 minute until they pass a save.
Yeah,
okay.
that happens at the end of their turns.
So right now
How long
I
is
get
a minute in this
4
game?
attacks.
A long
10
time.
turns.
10 turns. A round is 6 seconds. A round is a Vine video.
Wow.
I get 4 attacks per turn. My AC is up by 2, and my speed is doubled.
Great.
So
You're a wrecking machine.
he's a Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
The rest of y'all are pretty squishy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go closer, as close as I can to this guy as well.
To this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Which one did you blind?
The giant dude I'm right next to.
That's 30.
So I'm going to hope that blinding it helps Astorok and
Great.
us escape.
Velma.
Because it's blind, those things aren't hurting us. That
the
other
other
one's
one's
blind,
blind.
like...
Yep.
Okay.
I know!
Velma
I just used my
is
friggin'
going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the ogre.
On the ogre.
No, the giant. Sorry, the thing that's in our
giant.
Oh, is that
way.
Yes.
gonna hurt it?
I'm going to cast that. What's that?
Is that gonna hurt it?
Is that calmed?
It's not calm.
No, it's
no,
not
but
calm.
No, but
these,
if
when they
those
see
see-
it get hurt,
Oh.
they will
Well,
be very
it's
upset.
any of its
Okay.
friends.
Well, she doesn't-
Do the
I-
centaurs
Oh, yeah, are they
consider
friends?
that
You don't know.
Oh, God.
I mean, Astorok's going to hit them no matter what.
Well, Velma also doesn't know you cast that
No,
spell,
no,
so
sure,
I can't
yeah.
play.
Right.
I can't
Yeah.
cast
Go
it
ahead.
from that's metagame.
Yeah.
So
wanna hit.
here's what I'm doing. I'm going to cast it at a 3rd level spell, but I still have 3 of that prism's power
Yes.
left, so I'm going to use that so I can cast it at a level 4 spell.
Okay.
And so I'm going to go ahead and cast that. He needs to beat a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Nope.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Let me just make sure I'm using
I'm
the
not
right
even
level of
rolling
damage.
very well either.
Lucky
So let me find
Seriously?
what's going to happen here. I got to find that spell. Hang on, sorry, Distant Whispers. Okay, so okay, so he failed that saving throw. So the target must make it. Okay, so it takes 3d6, but I'm casting it at level. I'm casting it at level 4.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say 4? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all I
4.
can do. So casting level 4, so it actually is going to take 5d6
Okay.
psychic damage.
Great.
So let me go ahead and roll.
And
You
it
know, I'm
does
just gonna
not
use the dice
seem
roller
as
for
though
that.
these centaurs care about what's happening to this giant.
Okay, I'm just going to
Thank you,
do.
Matt Celestia.
In fact,
You know what,
these
whatever.
this giant appeared to be coming for these centaurs.
Oh.
What? It's a neighbor's dispute or
Okay,
something.
so I'm just going to do.
Gruul Clans, man. It's complicated.
I guess.
Okay, so that's going to be 16 damage
To
of
the
psychic
giants?
damage.
Cool.
And because it's that's Dissonant Whispers, boy, I wish I would roll better. That's going to be so that's 5d6, and then also the fun of that spell
Yep.
is that the creature must move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Into the fire.
It can't move into obvious dangerous ground such as fire or a pit.
But it's blind.
It's going to move.
Where would there
that
be
way.
fire in a pit, though?
But it's blind, so we're...
Could run into the fire.
Well, I think it knows what direction.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
I
it
will
has to
roll
run
at
as
random
far
It
to
knows
as-
what, it knows what
Yeah.
hot is.
It runs. It runs as far
On
as
its
speed
on your
allows.
turn or now?
No, as soon as I cast it.
Okay.
Yeah, when I cast that spell.
Bye-bye.
Wait, hang on. Am I right about that? Yeah, it says if available to. It doesn't say.
It
on
runs
its
away.
turn. Yeah. Okay.
I think it has 40 feet. Might have 50.
Huh,
40
feet.
feet.
Wimp go.
Okay,
That was
mark
Velma's
that
turn.
spell
We're about to go
Tutoru.
to...
Mark that switch slot and mark that prism, which I have 2 uses of left.
I'm gonna move
believe that's right.
a little bit closer to Senior.
Okay.
See,
Hello.
How
like
close?
right there's fine.
Okay.
And I will cast Mass Healing Word as my
Whoa.
bonus action.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everyone within range,
What's the
um,
range?
60 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I
everybody,
have-
you get everybody.
You're good.
Every target you want.
So they regain hit points 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability, so 4.
Cool.
1d4 plus 7.
Nice.
Astorok, you're on deck.
Are we in range of that? Oh, I'm right behind
Yes.
you.
100 feet.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2, so it's 9. You all heal 9.
Sweet.
Everyone heals 9 that wants it.
Yes.
Cool.
Take it.
Who doesn't want?
And then that was your bonus?
Yeah, that was my bonus, and then for my action, what's the one that...
Sorry, we're going late, everybody. We got to finish up this
Does the
combat.
healing
You can cast 2
affect my foot at all?
spells in a turn.
No.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The long-term
You can do
injuries.
another thing
so the
with
way,
your action.
real
Yeah.
quick, the way long-term
And then
injuries
that's
work,
bonus that, like,
you're going to
hit
need
someone
to.
and then do a
You're going to
bonus.
be injured
Yeah.
for
That makes
1d6 plus
think.
1 days.
Okay.
So 3 days.
Okay.
And during those 3 days, it needs to be healed every day.
Okay.
Specifically.
I can help with
So
that,
set
probably.
aside a spell slot of a high-level heal of some kind.
Okay.
And then there might be lingering effects afterwards.
Okay.
I mean, we need to talk
We'll
about
talk about.
what's
We'll
happening.
move on with the storyline
Yeah,
for now.
sure.
I just wanted
Okay.
to actually. I wasn't sure. if it was
No
me.
worries. So that was Tutoru's turn.
Yes.
Astorok.
Me, Astorok.
You Astorok.
Snack time.
I'm going to hit them 4 times.
Okay.
Or try. Okay, so that is a 12.
12 does not hit.
Ooh! That's a natural.
Yes! I'm sorry, I made a mistake. 12 does hit.
Hurrah!
12 hits,
But
and then
you also
natural
get
20.
natural 20.
Yep,
Finally,
sure.
you got the dice.
Okay,
rolling.
so yeah, let's just figure out how all of them hit.
How many hits? Yeah.
That is a 12 on
Gonna
the
hit.
die.
Yep, armor class is 12.
Okay, so that easy hits. And
Yes!
it's another natural 20. See that? Boom! Astorok can hit things.
So what I want is roll damage,
Yeah,
then roll damage crit, then roll damage, then roll damage crit.
done. Okay, so first roll damage 1d10. That's 10 plus 4. 14 damage in the first hit.
Okay.
Then on the second one, it does 8 damage. Oh wait,
This is the crit.
this is the crit.
Yeah.
So it does
13?
13 damage.
That one's dead. So you hit and kill the one that was
Done.
damaged.
Done.
Is
on
off
to the
board.
next one.
That's
Yay!
right. Now you have a crit and a regular on another centaur.
All right, regular. 7
Okay.
damage, and then the crit 4 plus 5, so that's 9.
Okay. Nice turn.
Yes.
Anything else you want to do? You have a bonus action still.
I do have a bonus action, but I don't really have anything to do with it.
Okay.
So yes, keep on wacky.
And he's like blurred, like how fast he's moving with his axe. It's the ogre's turn. The ogre is gonna swing at the wall again because there's nothing else around. And that's gonna lower the structural integrity of the building for his turn. And then this is going to. It was a 20, and then it rolled to an 8, and that's not gonna get rid of the blindness. Senior, it's your turn.
I'm going to walk right up to Mr. Ogero. Wait, how far away am I from him?
Not
The
that far.
ogre about 5 feet,
Ooh, you probably back up and charge.
Wait, am I 5 feet from him right now?
maybe 10.
Okay, let's see. I have 30 feet. I'm gonna back up 10
Yeah.
feet.
Yep.
And I'm gonna goring rush charge him. So I'm gonna dash at him, and I can do an extra melee attack as a bonus action.
Cool.
So I will shillelagh
Yep.
and
horns.
And horns. Right?
Great.
So regular shillelagh right
Man,
now.
It's been a
It
couple
is-
rounds since the ogre took any damage, so this is great.
That's right.
This is 19, so it will hit.
19 hits.
And then we
Armor class on this ogre is 11.
Okay,
So we're good.
excellent. So let's do 1d plus. Where are you at, Hedron?
Yeah, the Hedron is what we need.
This is my first attack. 4 plus 3 is 7. And then a goring rush attack. 1d6 plus 2. 7 plus 6, so it's 13.
Okay.
And I guess I could also hammering horns him, but no, he's not. Is he one size larger than me? Minimum?
This is a large giant, so yes.
I think the hammering horns.
Is that part of the attack action? So I can.
Yeah.
Can I,
Yep, you're
so
right.
I do 2 bonus actions. Okay.
Nice.
So the second bonus action, I will.
Technically not 2 bonus actions, but you can still do it.
Okay. DC saving of 13 strength.
Nope.
All right, it gets pushed 10 feet away. Let's have it
Okay.
go into one of the turrets.
Into one of the other pillars?
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna crumble into that pillar. We'll say he's prone now, actually, as he gets shoved back like
Take
mission.
the structure down.
That's right.
This is like the video game level where you have to trick the
Okay.
enemy into hitting the pillars.
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
the ceiling
yeah.
collapse on them.
All right. It's a round later. Hit. If this is lower than 50, the building begins to collapse.
Let's go.
It's a 70.
Oh, God.
7,000.
So it does not begin to collapse yet. You do hear it go sort of straining under the weight. You do see it sort of leaning a little bit. And the last remaining centaur is going to poke a stick at Astorok. Nope.
Nah,
And is also going to hooves at Astorok. 18.
probably not.
Nope.
You know how fast I am.
That bounced off my metal die.
Too slow.
That ain't gonna work. What happens to... Oh, that guy's blind, right?
He's blind.
Nope, still blind. We'll just take this giant off the map because I think that this is... This
He just keeps running.
He just wanders in the woods like, oh!
He was
Not,
fast as
not
he was
very
hiding.
smart.
He's
Bloody.
licking his wounds too. He
The
got-
giant, or
blind.
the ogre is gonna stand back up
Roar.
and then make a perception check. And succeeds on the perception check.
He's
so he
alive.
knows where things are, is going to head in that direction, and then make an attack at disadvantage on Senior. 7 plus 6, 13.
Ooh, barely hit. Misses.
Misses?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
13.
No hit. That is the end of the turn. At the end of the turn, you do sort of sense that there is stampeding hooves that are closing in, and you know that you have to get out of dodge pretty quick, or else you might be very quickly overwhelmed by the rhythm of the wild, the end rays boars, as they are coming. Which you saw last episode at the very beginning.
Yeah, would Velma have been able, when she was up on the tower, would she have seen people like approaching?
You didn't really take a look outside.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. She was a little busy following.
Yeah.
Trying not to.
You lowered your passive insight.
She was a little busy doing
Lucian, top of the round.
Oh boy. I'm gonna move forward so I can see this centaur, and this centaur looks pretty beat up, right?
This one, yeah.
So I'm gonna move forward
Probably
towards
half, about half.
I don't know half of what means though.
On a
so-
scale of 1 to 45, it's at a 29.
Ooh, I don't know if I can do 29 damage. But then I shall. I'm really out of spells here. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt then.
Okay. What do I need to do?
It's actually an attack
roll? Go ahead.
on my.
Ooh, Guiding Bolt would be sweet, actually.
Yeah, it would be. Actually.
What am I looking for?
The other thing the Boros charm could have
Maybe
done...
this thundered the roof off.
Yeah.
The other thing the Boros
Everything's
charm
falling
could have
apart.
done is let me cast Guiding Bolt, but I gain that much life that I hit too, so it's a
Oh,
lightning
wow.
helix.
Lifelink.
Yeah.
I can add this to what?
Oh, anything.
Any
Even
roll.
damage?
Any d20 roll.
A D20.
No.
Any
yeah.
d20 roll.
Sorry.
Cool. Good to know, because I need it.
No, goodness.
Because this is only, I think, a 10.
Okay.
So 15?
That hits.
Sweet.
This is on the centaur, yeah?
Yeah, that's...
Yes.
Yes,
this
that
is
hits the
on
centaur.
The centaur.
It's only been 10 minutes, right? Less than 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Way less.
Yeah. I don't think it's been a full
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, right. Hasn't been.
So 8 plus 11, 19.
Jeepers.
Pretty close.
It's a lot of damage.
Radiant
as,
damage.
Boo, and
then-
it sort of glows
Yeah.
with a little bit of
So
mystical
the next
energy.
damage done to him, or next
The
attack.
next attack gets advantage.
Yeah, even though you get 4 of them.
Velma.
Okay.
Still.
Is the centaur wearing metal?
Oh, that's
centaur?
right.
The Gruul don't really wear metal that much.
I know, but this sounds like a...
No.
Okay. So she's going to go ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers again on it, because I think that's within 60 feet, right?
Oh, for sure.
If not, actually, she'll move. Because I can move my regular distance, right? Okay,
Yes.
So 5...
It hurts
10,
a lot.
Yeah, 15, 20...
I'm going to say that moving your regular distance will require, like, a constitution save, or else
Well,
you
then,
take damage.
if she can attack from where she was at, I'll attack first.
Okay.
Because also she can see the centaur from here anyway.
I'll say
I'm
that
not
if
gonna
you want to
use-
move only 20 feet, I'm not going to make you do anything. You're just limping.
Okay, that's what she'll do.
I do probably have the centaur in hand. If it might be better to attack the...
Oh, the ogre?
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll use Dissonant Whispers on the ogre.
Great.
And that's going to be... I'm not going to use the thing again, but I am going to cast it at level 3.
Okay.
So that'll give me an extra slot. So that'll give me 46 to use. And so that needs to beat a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, so let me roll 3d6.
I think the ogre needs to check for blindness, by the way.
Hang on, that was
cocked.
cocked.
Oh,
So
the
that
ogre
was
needs to
three.
be-
That's
I
cocked
think did you
again.
get out of it? Did you roll a
Okay.
20?
On the ogre?
That was a perception
No, that was
check.
perception.
So that's 4 so far.
Still blind. The perception
Okay,
was 20.
so that's
Spell was
9
paying off
psychic
forever.
damage,
What's
but also
happening?
it needs to run as far as it can away from me now.
Cool. So this is looking rough, and it's also going to go that way.
Great.
That was Velma's turn. Tutoru.
Oh, and I move after that. 'Cause I didn't move yet, so I'm going to move 20 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
After that happens, you see, sort of emerging as if from the rubble, you see the rubble hulk that you met outside of Skarrg sort of appear over here.
Maya?
Maya.
Okay.
And is saying, "Are you trying to get out of here very quickly? I heard a lot of noise."
Yeah,
Yes,
that would be
Maya.
great.
That would
Please.
be delightful.
Yeah. Use X us.
You can
Please
get
turn to a bus.
You can feel free to get to the tree then.
The tree?
Yeah.
I mean, it's there for a reason, right, boys?
Okay, we go to the tree.
Yarr.
Okay. Tutoru, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to, I guess, start walking towards the tree then, and then I'm gonna try to first go by Velma and like, do you need help? I can help carry you.
Please do.
Yeah, and carry her.
Sure.
I don't want to slow us down.
Being carried.
Ooh, wow, that's actually
Nice.
convenient.
Astorok.
Okay, well, I mean, we gotta get to the tree.
We're
but-
here, yeah.
But I'm gonna try and finish him off.
No,
Yeah.
walk away.
Okay, first attack
Asking
with
a rock
advantage.
does not
Keep in
rock
mind that
away.
Dom is staying very late.
Oh, no! The curse is back!
I think that's cocked.
That's cocked.
So this one also. Oh, this one does not have the guiding bolt, right?
Yes, this
Oh,
one
it
does.
So
This is
that's
the
an
guiding bolt one.
advantage.
So that's
hits.
a 16, and yeah, it.
Oh my gosh!
It's gonna be a lot of damage.
Yeah, but he
okay.
rolled a 1 again on the,
so that's-
on the advantage.
3 ones
11.
rolled tonight.
11 will
I've
kill
rolled
it.
a lot.
11 kills
I
it.
know.
Yes.
So this one is gone.
Smack, smack, this
Bye-bye.
mook. Boogie.
I can't break up my movement, can I? Because I was like,
Oh, yeah,
could
you
I
can,
get
sure.
to him, hit him 3 times, and then
Sure, you
still
can.
go to
Yeah,
the...
why not? 5, 10, 15,
Oh, come
20.
on.
But I've got 60 move!
5, 10, 15, 20. Go ahead. Go, go, go.
Okay. 1 attack, that's a 19.
19
which,
hits.
Which I think is a crit.
Yeah, crit range.
Yep.
Because
It is for you.
I'm
Yeah.
magic.
Okay. Go ahead and deal it damage. You need
I am
14
magic. No, I'm a champion.
damage.
That's my thing.
You need 14 total damage.
All right, so that's a...
Plus crit. Yes.
14 plus 4.
Ogre is dead. You have the
Yeah.
rest of your movement, so it's another there. That's 30.
He was escaping.
5,
You
10,
could have let him go.
15,
We could have
20,
gotten out of
25,
there.
30.
Yeah, we could have, but we didn't.
The ogre would go here. There are no more villains on the board. What you all are able to do is move towards the tree. As you are moving towards the tree, you see Maya placing a hand on the tree and say, where are you trying to go?
The guild pact.
office? Yeah, the guild office.
Well, do you know of a tree near there?
Oh, gosh.
I think I saw one on the way. It was like a one with red leaves.
Totoro, don't you
Yeah.
live in
Oh, it was
trees?
that one with the red leaves. Yes.
Yes, the red leaf tree by the guild pack
Like
office.
a big oak or something.
I think I know what you're talking about. I can try
What
to
if-
send
Look,
there.
any
Would
tree
my
that's
tree
not
needed a
here is
big,
probably
like,
fine.
Unity tree? I
Not
mean,
true.
Well, Vitu-Gazi, it certainly knows where Vitu-Gazi is.
Or does it?
It does not know where your tree is.
Okay.
I can send you to the plaza. I can send you to...
Plaza's fine. Go plaza.
Okay. And
Well, we surely want to go to the plaza.
you all need to get out of here very quickly, as Maya will cast transport via plants.
Woo!
And what happens
What the hell?
is the tree bark will crackle and split open, and you sort of see a bit of a doorway form in this tree. And on the other side of the doorway, you see the plaza. You see Plaza Avenue.
Yep,
many,
there's that tree.
many miles from here, as the rumbling of boar hooves and hundreds of yodeling and yelling Gruul warriors seem to be coming from over the bridge.
Book it.
You all are able to make it there. Who's the last one through?
Probably me. Do I go with them?
That's right. Do you go with them?
I don't think I
no.
Okay, in that case, as we get to the thing, I turn and go,
Are you coming?
I like look at you. I'm almost crying because I just saw you like take out a bunch of dudes.
Oh, he's so
And
it's
then
like
in the-
Gruul
in the
Father
background.
proud.
I'm so mad you're murdering.
And then
so
in
proud
the
of you
most
murdering.
isolatory dad move ever, I'm like, yes, I'll be right behind you.
Oh, no!
All right.
So I watch him go, and you see like I do like an anime moment. And then I look at the horde, and I just start running away.
You are all bloodied, messy, gross, disgusting,
I'm not
emerging from a tree in the middle of the first precinct of the 10th district. There's a family that's playing with their dog on the lawn. There's a couple of Orzhov businessmen who are having a
Resident watchdog.
leisurely stroll. And they all sort of just turn and stare at you.
Just guild pact business.
Yep.
Move along now. Nothing
They
to
all
see here.
back far, far away from you. And as you catch your breath, I think that that's probably where we should end.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, and staying late. I apologize.
Yay.
That was my, we might go late this evening. I get one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if
thank
you're
you
gonna
all.
do it, I mean, a clock tower falling down on one of your party members.
It didn't end up falling. I was
Well,
so...
a lot of it
Oh,
did.
it fell on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fell,
you
yeah.
took a good amount of that
Yeah,
damage.
don't tell me what happened with clock towers, 'cause I know. what
You got
happened.
good and clocked.
Yeah, you
Hey.
sure did get clocked.
Hey, instead of figure out money, can Velma use the money that she found to buy a cane sword?
Sure.
Yes.
Great. You have a cane sword.
It's just be my rapiers.
Right,
stats.
in a cane.
But it's
Yeah.
a cane. I love
Dope.
it.
I love it. Yeah. So didn't really get to talk to Maya anymore because of circumstances, but
Did you kill people?
I know. I'm gonna have some words with her.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you'll have to figure out how to have some words with her.
I won't march my boat.
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. And before we go, I would like to thank Domzook, Benevolent Overlord of Saving Throw Show. A couple of announcements for the channel. Please do join us for all of our family of programming, things like Tempting Fate and Wildcards, which are spectacular. There's a Starfinder event happening right now, right? Starfinder?
Starfinder is
Tomorrow.
on Tuesdays
on Tuesdays,
Official Paizo, which
Right.
I'm in, and it's
Great.
fun.
Yeah, let's go around the table and tell everybody where they can find you.
Hi, my name is Jordan Pigeon. You can follow me on Twitter at Jordan Pigeon. You can also find me on twitch.tv/Official Paizo on Tuesdays for Deep Water Deep, our Starfinder game, also produced here at Saving Throw. And on Fridays on twitch.tv/Saving Throw show at 8 p.m. for Wildcards, which is now our East Texas University game, which is like supernatural college stuff.
Right.
And that's me.
I am Riley Silverman. You can find me on Twitter at Riley J. Silverman. And also, I am currently on the Rat Queens role-playing game on Hyper RPG on Wednesdays.
You're
playing
famous
Mariah.
now.
It was fun.
Jeez.
It was awesome. I also am on the Doctor Who role-playing game podcast, the Game of Rassilon, with Deepwater Deep cast member Dan Peck.
Nice.
Which is fun. And I play the Doctor in that. That's a podcast. You can find that wherever podcasts are found. And speaking of podcasts, right this month in March, as part of Women's History Month, I write for Sci-Fi Wire, and we have actually created a limited edition podcast for this month that is called The Forgotten Women of Genre. And so every day we're releasing a new episode that details an actual living, breathing woman who contributed greatly to an aspect of genre fiction or sci-fi or fantasy, but doesn't get the credit that it deserves. So like today, for example, we did a piece on Alma Reville, who is Mrs. Alfred Hitchcock, and how important she was to the films of Hitchcock, editing and contributing ideas and stuff like that. And I have a couple that I wrote that are coming up soon, and so look forward to those. I wrote for Nicole Perlman, Sally Mankey, and Gertrude Barrows-Bennett.
Cool.
Dope.
You can find me on the internet at double GXG. That's the word double, then GXG. And then you can also find me on Friday nights here at Saving Throw Show, where we're playing East Texas University Wildcards. That's at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, that's it for me.
Awesome. My name's Ashlyn. You can find me on Twitter at Ashlyn Rose. You can find me on Instagram at RAR. It's Ashlyn, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Ashlyn_Rose.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. You can find me at Twitter at JF Wong or the Command Zone Podcast
Yeah.
on YouTube, as well as podcasts and game nights. All there, online.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. You were awesome.
Daddy issues all over again.
Yeah. This was so much fun. I mean, if you survived, so I guess you can come back.
Yeah.
Did he though? Once
Did
again?
he though?
No.
Did he though? We don't know. We'll have to
I
find
got
out.
a
later.
Hydra.
He's clever.
That's
yeah.
right.
That's true.
Yeah.
That might kill you too.
This was a delight. I'm so happy that you were able to join us. This was a long time in the making, too.
Yes, it was.
I'd
We were talking
emailed
about
you.
this
Literally
a year
long
ago,
time in the
I think.
making.
Yeah.
It's like an
Yeah,
hour
that's
and a half.
right. This was we were talking about playing D&D together before the show occurred.
Yeah.
I'm so happy it worked out. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi everybody, I'm the Internet's Ruben Bressler. You can follow me everywhere at MOXREUBY. Today is International Game Masters Day.
That's
or
right,
International
congrats
Dungeon
to
Masters
you.
Day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Be sure to celebrate your favorite game masters. A couple I want to celebrate are Riley for running DM for running the Doctor game.
Well, I don't run that game. I'm just the doctor. I don't
Well,
run the
you've
game.
you've
You're the
GM'd at
doctor?
events
I have.
and stuff.
I have.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm
And
the doctor.
Garav, of course,
Yeah.
for your work. It's always cloudy in Barovia.
Yes,
among
that's
other
right.
Oh,
things.
that's amazing.
And just all of the GMs out there, we work so hard and we don't think very much of ourselves. And so being able to build a world where you all can play in makes us all feel very good. So be sure to reach out to all of your creative friends and of course, I'm just a crazy person building a map without my players. So thank you all so much as
Hey,
well.
Ruben,
Aw.
happy GM's Day.
Happy
Yeah.
GM Day.
Thank you so much.
You got me a present. It's a broken foot.
That's right. You're welcome. I got
the
you.
broken foot.
Nice.
Perfect. Saving Throw Show has a large event coming up on March 17th. 16th, called Saving Throw Show Spring Break, where they're going to be playing many events. I will be playing Roll for Shoes that day with
Yay.
Jordan Caves Callerman,
Ooh,
among
Roll for
others. There's going to be Tempting Fate that day. There's going to be a lot of games that day.
We were playing Celebrity at one point.
Yeah, celebrities happening. Mhm.
I also have a podcast called Magic Mike's, MICS, on Wednesday nights. This Wednesday, we're launching our complete set review Kickstarter for War for the Spark. So you can go to our website or our Twitter and find more information about that, where Evan Orwin, Aaron Campbell, and I are going to be flying to the same city together to record a complete set review for the upcoming spring set for Magic the Gathering. Thank you
Very
all
cool.
so much for joining us and staying up late with us. I hope you enjoyed all of this. Thank you, of course, to Wizards of the Coast, to Saving Throw Show, Dungeons & Dragons Magic the Gathering. Thank you, Nox, by the way, Scabby Rooster. Go to twitch.tv/Scabby Rooster. They have a ton of this kind of stuff. They're great with LARPs. Just a really excellent bunch of folks down there as well. Thank you all so much for joining us and staying up late with us, and we'll see where the madness leads next week on Ravnica, the Broken Pact.
Woo!
Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
Bye.
Now, hey, all you rascals with the bellies full